All right. Looks like we are live. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a good one for you guys. We've got some new Switch news to go over. Switch and PlayStation 5 RPG content. Got some announcements. The Legend of Heroes going on there. We got some new information on the One Piece. You know I don't talk about anime much, so if it's in the title, that means it's important, because I can finally get into. Everybody says One Piece is like the god tier, greatest anime ever, greatest thing. Oh my god, it's so finally, without having to invest a third of my midlife into my old age, I can watch the One Piece. So, because I'm not watching 1,000 episodes. I don't care how good One Piece is. I ain't reading 5 million pages of manga. I'm not watching 1 million episodes on Crunchyroll. Y'all got me messed up. It's okay, OJ. I did it. And so what? If you jumped off a cliff, should I go jump off a cliff too because you thought it was fun? Or if you go skydive, should I go skydive because you think it's fun? I don't care if you watched 10 million episodes of One Piece and it was the greatest thing ever. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there and do the same thing. Okay, people go, so well, I did it, so what? That's what everybody says. That's what everybody tells me. Oh, well, I did it. So what if you did it? So what? A lot of people do stupid things. That doesn't mean I gotta do it. But anyway, I can finally go out there and watch One Piece and see it. They're gonna shorten it down. Justin with the 3.
I'm just dropping by to say what up. It's Catalan birthday.
Oh.
Catch the replay. Hope it's a great stream.
Tell her I said happy birthday. Shout outs to Caitlin. Is it Caitlin? Said Caitlin. Caitlin. Shout outs to Caitlin. All of us here at PlayerEssence say happy birthday. Have a nice one. Enjoy it with your wife, Justin. Thank you for the 3. Shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Justin, you're the Hokage streaming. Let's go. Anybody's there more? You give it my man Justin on the board while he enjoys the night with his wife. So yeah, man, it's all good. If you watch 1K episodes of One Piece, you want to wasted your life. I'm not gonna sit there and watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece. It's just not gonna happen, man. It's just not gonna happen. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now, if you enjoy One Piece and you decided to watch 1,000 episodes, then that's fine. So I don't think that anybody who watched 1,000 episodes of One Piece wasted their life. No, I don't think that. I'm just personally not going to watch 1 million episodes of One Piece just because everyone else said it was really good. You know, because from what I did watch, I already said I'm not gonna invest that much time into it. I'd rather do something else with that time. But they fixed it for me. They fixed it, and I knew they'd fix it at some point. Considering the popularity of One Piece, at some point you have to fix it. It's like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kai. At some point they had to fix it. They fixed Dragon Ball Z is too long. It's like way too long. They made Dragon Ball Kai. It's so much faster. People can get into it quicker. So it's like I'm just, and like there's like a lot of filler episodes and stuff. So it's like I don't really feel like doing like all the filler and all. And I've said multiple times like they needed like a Naruto Kai, right? Because like the Ninja War lasts way too long, you know. So, have you seen almost all the episodes of Pokemon? Absolutely not. No, I don't watch Pokemon like that. I stopped watching Pokemon after like Johto. I don't think I even made it to like Ruby and Sapphire. Like I stopped watching after like Johto or something like that. I watched a little bit of I think like Diamond and Pearl. I watched the first couple episodes and I'm like, yeah, this is for like 1-year-olds or something. I didn't have anything against it, but it just seemed like, yeah, I'm good, you know? I did watch a little bit of the X and Y. Like I watched like when Ash, like I watched like the Pokemon League stuff, like when he gets to the end and usually loses. I watch all that, but I don't watch all the episodes up until then. Absolutely not. No. One Piece is my favorite show of all time, and I'll say that way. And I'm still gonna watch the remake, bro. Characters, themes, fights gets incredible. Yeah, I'm down to give it an honest shot. Like I'm down to check it out and give it an honest shot. But I just said, yeah, like I saw it on Crunchyroll. I started watching it. And I'm like, dude, this is like way too long. There's like 1,000 episodes. Like I'm not gonna sit here and watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece. Like that's I don't care how it's the same. It's the same thing that I have with like when people say, like when people go schizo PC on me. Oh, well, I can play my 5090 on the best graphics with this. I'm like, bro, what do you put, why am I investing $10 million into a PC? So I can play Assassin's Creed Shadows? So I can play what? So I can play Banana? So I can play, what, Counter-Strike? Team Fortress 2? What are all the lit games that all you PC schizos that are going to sit here and talk about how the what are all the incredible games that I should invest $10 million into all that? What? Tell me what they are. And it's all, what, Expedition 33? The game that plays on an Xbox Series S and plays just fine? What do you mean? So it's the same thing. I don't care how good something is. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it just because you think it's the greatest thing ever. You know? So it's the same thing. Like, now listen, I'm pretty sure One Piece is great, but once again, I'm not going to invest that much time, you know, into something that's just been going on for forever. So I needed them to fix it, and it looks like they are a little bit, or they're giving you an alternate way to understand, you know, to understand everything. So, what's up, Lucette? What's up, Shaw X? What's up, General Zamora? What's up, guys? Welcome. What's up, Nimar? I watched the majority of the Hoenn eras, X, Y, Sun, and Moon, and original series. Good for you, man. Good for you. Dragon Ball Kakarot turned me into Dragon Ball fan. Oh, the game turns you into a fan. Nice. Nice. I got too much anime to catch up on. Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer, Inuyasha, Invincible. Yeah, I actually just got caught up on Invincible. I would say catch up on Invincible first, just because it's the shortest out of all of those. Invincible, I mean, if you're caught, I don't know what season you're in, but I'm almost positive Invincible's probably the shortest out of all of those, because there's only like what, 8 episodes per season. There's 4 seasons or something, or 5 seasons. So I'd probably say like Invincible would probably be the #1 thing to catch up on. I just finished catching up on Invincible, and it's the last season. The newest season starts slow, but it ends freaking lit. I love the last season of Invincible. I caught up on The Boys, and I caught up on Invincible. Those are the 2 things that I wanted to take care of in this dry spell of games that I have right now. The port with the $5 donus is nothing to fix, though. One Piece filler is still better than 95% of everything out there. Oda Cooks. No, I don't care. It's not better than me and my free time. It doesn't matter about what is better. That's what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of One Piece fans, y'all be irrational with time. No, filler is not better than 90. No, it's not. I'd rather do something else. Absolutely not. No. I'm not going to sit there and rot my life away watching One Piece filler. No, it's not. It's not. I appreciate the support, but I'm going to say no. It's not better than me playing a video game, or me spending time with my kids, or me spending time with my wife, or me doing. No, it's not better than that. It's not better than that. I'm not talking about bitch ass Nintending today. So, I mean, there ain't no reason to bring him up. I ain't talking about him today. Excuse my French. I'm not talking about him today. So there ain't no need to bring him up. Deported to son, bro. It's not. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Party man with the $5 ninja picture.
I had the same mindset back before I watched the show 2 years ago. Then I started it and became addicted. Lol. I tell anyone who thinks about watching One Piece that it is a huge time commitment.
Yeah.
For me, it's not a waste, but that's me.
Well,
I'm chilled though. Lol.
You had the time to do it too, party man. Like, you had the time to do it. I do not have the time to do it. I've got kids. I've got a wife. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple different jobs that I do. I got editing that I got to do. I don't have disposable time to sit there and grind through 1,000 episodes of One Piece. Some of y'all got more time than me, which is okay. But right now, like I said, if I was younger, and if I have no kids, or if I have less time, like if I just have like one job, sure, I get off work, hang out, blah, 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 I can do it. But I don't have time to sit there and grind through 1,000 episodes. And I'm glad that I did it, because they're remaking it right now, though. They're remaking it now. So that's the good news. That's the good news. Shout outs to Deported to Slim with the 5 and Party Man. Both of you guys are now the Hokages and Stream Ninjas. Thank you so much, Party Man and Deported. Party Man and Deported. Thank you guys for the 5. Anybody that's 5 or more, you can tie up or pass up Party Man and Deported Sicilian on both boards. Double sweet, man. It's not, listen, man, I don't, like I said, even people that are single, some people that are single might not have time. If you got 2 jobs, or if your job takes up all your time and you like playing video games, you might not have the time to sit through all those episodes. I'm just not sitting through 1,000 episodes of One Piece. There ain't nothing nobody can say to tell me, oh yeah, sit through 1,000 episodes. Nope. It's not happening, man. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. So I can't watch TV shows anymore. I prefer watching movies nowadays. You can't watch TV shows. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't recommend you to do it unless you understand that it's a time sink. Now it benefits you since you waited. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that I waited. It's like Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm glad that I waited. Because this is going to be so lit. I'm going to be able to get a lot of the main things about it and see it without having to go through all of that time. Like, I don't feel like dealing with that, man. I also see like some of the schizos that are on Roger's Base's channel with One Piece. Man, like, I mean, all anime has schizos, but like One Piece seems to have a very large amount of psychos that like that show. Once again, all animes do have that. I'm not singling out One Piece, but it seems like that show in particular has some real crazy people based on who I've seen. I ain't never seen Roger's Base get mad, but like the only time I see him get mad is when he talks about One Piece sometimes. Roger's Base is like the nicest guy ever until One Piece comes up. Then all of a sudden, he like literally turns into somebody different. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it more in a joking way. But like literally like the nicest dude ever. And I've seen him say some stuff to people over One Piece and I'm like, damn. I'm like, God, Roger really said something like that? Like, I think it was to the effects of, well, if your parents didn't like, you know, give birth to you, then I wouldn't be having this problem right now with you talking to me. And I was like, that's not like him at all. I was like, I ain't never seen, but it was over One Piece, right? It was something over One Piece, you know? So I was like, and I've seen people insult him over all sorts of games and different stuff and he's just kind of chill. I was like, damn, One Piece people, man. Oh man, let's see here. But let's keep it real, OJ. You spending 100+ hours into JRPGs. We all have things we want to invest a lot of time into. How many 100-hour reviews have I done in the last 3 years? Set 8. So let's talk about it. You're trying to dictate what I have time for now and everything, right? Okay, so give me the amount of 100-hour JRPGs that I've invested time into. Go ahead. Let me know. How many reviews have I done for 100-hour JRPGs? Go on my channel and look up 100-hour JRPGs or look up what I've done. Look how many that I've invested into over the last, let's just say, 3 years, okay? Give me the amount. And then now compare that to watching 1,000 episodes of an anime. Go ahead. Let's see here. Can't stand anime crazy people who act crazy, bruh. I know, seriously. What's up, Barkster? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Well, not saying all JRPGs, you invest a lot into Xenoblade, same with other people who really enjoy. Okay, what's your point? Like, I see what you're trying to do, but I don't understand what your point is. I never said people aren't allowed to invest time into things that they like. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be... So what is your point? No offense. Like I said, I'm trying to be nice. What's your point? Yes, I invest time into RPGs. And so what? I didn't say you can't invest a lot of time into One Piece. Nobody said that you can't invest that time into that. So, like, what's your point? Go ahead. I got hooked straight away and just watched it on my own pace. I was continuously invested. But if someone wants to remake, it's understandable. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Blue Cloak? Welcome. That is my point. We all have things that we are willing to invest extra time into. That's all. Okay. I never said. Okay. So then, what's the point of bringing up that I invest 100 hours into JRPGs? Like, what's the point of saying that? Listen, I'm a skilled debater. The only reason that's a counterpoint when you bring up something else, like, oh well, you did this. You're trying to counter it with something. It's not, oh, well, we already know that we all play video games here. That's already known. So I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I understand like that type of tactic that people use. You definitely thought that, oh, well, he's thinking that it's not worth investing time into. That's exactly what you're thinking. Once again, otherwise you wouldn't have brought that up. We all play video games that invest time. What's the point? Like, you didn't say anything interesting, like, or you didn't say anything that meant anything, you know? So I don't get it. Once again, I think, I'm not trying to be mean. I want to make sure that I say this. I think you thought that I was saying that it was a waste of time to invest into watching One Piece. So I'll go ahead and say this again. If you invested 5 million hours into One Piece, that's okay. It's no problem. Invest that time. Enjoy it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. So let me make that clear so you guys don't come with counterpoints like, well, OJ, you played 100-hour RPGs. That is a counterpoint. That is a counterpoint, because we all know, we all play video games here and invest time into it. You know, so that's what you were trying to do, but that's okay. That's okay. It's no big deal. All right. Let's see here. Dan Dips with the 5 and says, I started watching 10 years ago. I appreciate they are cutting episodes to help people digest One Piece. There are roughly 430 hours of content. Ooh. 430 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. That is, I have not spent 430 hours into any singular JRPG at all. That would be like almost all 3 of my playthroughs, like for like Xenoblade over the course of like each game. Like you can probably add those up. That's what it'd be at. No, actually about Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade X. Yeah, between those two. Let's see here. I'm happy they're doing the remake. My only concern is that I hope they don't cut back some of the small world building and character interactions anime that added that helped deepen the characters. You know what? That's probably that's actually one concern that I think I have a little bit too, is that how are you going to cram all of that into such a small amount of episodes? Dragon Ball Kai was different, because it seems like Dragon Ball Kai was more episodes, but also Dragon Ball Kai, there was so much wasted time in the original anime of Dragon Ball Z. It's like, they're charging for like 50 episodes. I don't know if One Piece has that. You guys tell me there's fillers, but I don't know if One Piece has where they're just like, for like, you know, Goku was doing a spirit ball for like 8 episodes. Like Goku was sitting there going, turning Super Saiyan, and turning Super Saiyan for like 3 or 4 episodes before he actually even turned Super Saiyan. Like, Goku was asking the universe for their energy forever. Frieza was just sitting there like, oh, okay, I'll wait. Like, Frieza's just sitting there waiting. You know, so it's like, then there was all sorts of stupid episodes of Bulma making food for Krillin in a cave, and all sorts of just useless stuff, you know, useless things. So y'all let me know. Hey, what's up? What's up, V? Welcome. What's up, Mega Lee? Frieza got the patience of a saint, awaiting all that damn time waiting for him to freaking gather all the energy, you know, for the spirit ball. So it looks like somebody said One Piece does have those moments where they're just sitting there. Says, I've been too depressed to watch anime, money issues with women, blood pressure managing, new medicine. I stay watching more, doesn't make us feel better. Let's enjoy the anime. Yeah, man, like the thing that I do back when I had those issues too, man, for me, it's always like hitting the gym. And I know that's like the weak cop-out answer, but man, usually hitting the gym and stimulating your mind, it gives you ideas. It gives you ideas to be more efficient. It gives you ideas to probably make a little bit more. It gives you ideas to how to deal with certain women or how to deal with people. It gives you ideas, man. So I would just say hit the gym. I'm telling you, some of my best videos that I've ever had, or some of my best live streams that I've ever had, is when I hit the gym, and after I'm done hitting the gym and my mind's racing and I think of different things and I think of different ideas. Even for the video tomorrow morning, I thought of it when I was working out. A lot of my videos, a lot of my stuff, a lot of my energy, a lot of like when I think about things and how to get through difficult situations is because I'm hitting the gym, or it's while I'm hitting the gym. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I was to give you guys one advice, when you're really stressed out about things, especially those type of things like money issues or all that, I'm telling you, hit the gym and it gives you ideas, bro. It might even give you idea for a side business. It'll give you ideas how to, like I said, maneuver at your job. It'll give you, it just does. It just helps unlock those little parts of your brain that maybe you weren't thinking clearly, you know, because you're focusing on that, and it helps stimulate. So that's what I would say to do, brother. Like I said, because I don't know your life, I can't give you any direct advice outside of that. And I know, like I said, I know it's a cop-out answer, but man, it really helped me out, bro. It helps me out. The studio making it is the same that made the Attack on Titan and did the interview and stated that they're massive fans and want to make it the best it can be. Okay, that's nice. Not really a fan of Roger's Base since I feel most of his content is just sponsored PR content, not enough original content, so I can't take his opinion seriously, unfortunately. Hey, man, like, I think that his content, yeah, absolutely, definitely, it's like sponsored stuff too, you know. But I mean, he lives in Los Angeles, bro. You got to cut him some slack. You got to cut this man some slack a little bit, man. It's not easy putting food on the table, you know. Got to take care of his wife too, so you know, you got to pay all that stuff out of the pocket too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't got any like job covering his insurance and things like that, man. So give him a little break, man. He does have to find ways to, you know, get a little bit. But I don't think he's a grifter though. Like, I don't think he's grifting, you know. I don't think he's grifting like Nintending and stuff like that. So you know, it is what it is. Or certain guys that are out there that grift. Work out 4 days out of the week. Hey, there you go. Just let the wife take care of herself. Then you'd be a pretty bad husband. Hopefully you don't get married. Are you married? Something wrong with your wife, man. You say, oh, she can take care of herself. Oh, man. Elliot says One Piece anime was extended with filler because it always caught up with the manga, so they drew out the scenes a lot, especially the fight scenes. Okay. There you go. Same thing as like Dragon Ball Z at times. How about the Dragon Ball episodes where Goku takes forever to get back to Earth? I was just like, there you go, man, hurry up. I know, that's like the snake's way or whatever, and then he falls down, then he has to restart, and then he has to go there. It was so funny when they did Dragon Ball Kai, like, he gets to, like, King Kai's place in, like, not even one episode. It's like half an episode, he's already there. I was like, man, this is BS, bruh. This is so BS. I remember they got all the way to the part where Goku just got the planet Namek, and then they reset it on me. They reset it. They didn't have any new episodes, so I came to watch the next day. Goku was at Snake Way. Bro, I can tell you there's been very few times in my life that I've had like pure like Gohan Super Saiyan 2 rage. And that was one of the times where I had a pure rage moment. Like, I thought I turned Super Black Saiyan, bro. Like, I went ballistic. I was so angry. I almost like charged up and flew off to the Toonami headquarters. I was heated, like legitimately angry. More angry that I can recall that I've ever been in like modern, like, well, actually it wasn't, this was like 30 years ago. But still, I was very angry. I think, or this was, how long ago was it? Yeah, this is definitely like in the 90s. This is in the late 90s. So this is going on 30 years ago. But still, I was so angry. I still remember it to this day. I still remember it to this day. What is your series with the most episodes you've ever watched? It doesn't need to be an anime. Most episodes that I've ever watched, probably Dragon Ball Z, right? Like with all the different Dragon Ball Z episodes, Dragon Ball Super, all that. Probably Dragon Ball Z, because Naruto, I haven't caught up on everything with that. So yeah, and all the other animes, a lot of them aren't as long. Like Bleach has a bunch of fillers, but it's not as long as Dragon Ball Z and all that. So it's like, yeah, probably Dragon Ball Z. Let's see here. Let's see here. I've been watching DBZ Kai with my kids. It's been like, what the F? They're skipping so many episodes. Bro, they skip a lot of they cut out all the stuff that they don't need. That's the good thing about Dragon Ball Kai, though. I like Dragon Ball Kai. I rewatched it. And I thought it was great because they cut out just all the filler. Yes, you will miss some nuances of character build-up and story by missing the filler episodes. Honestly, don't know how they will do this, but excited to watch a short version of One Piece. Okay, yeah, like, I don't necessarily like that. Like, if they're cutting out, like, key, like, if like I said, we gotta wait and see, but I think they should make it longer. Like, One Piece is 1,000 episodes or whatever, right? Like, they can cut, in my opinion, like, I don't think they have to cut it down to where it's so short. Like, now that, I mean, I did find out that it's only gonna be, like, what, 7 episodes of, like, how, like, it's not gonna be, like, super, super long. I think they could have made that a little bit better. Like, they could have made it, like, 25 episodes or, like, 30 episodes. you know? So like, I do think that maybe they might cut it a bit too short. That's like my one concern. But like, here's the thing, like if they do that, if they cut it and where I don't get all the backstory and all that, I'll look up videos on backstory and stuff on like certain characters. Like, okay, now I can understand more about the character, because like there's all sorts of like analysis and stuff on YouTube, so I'll look it up, you know. 7 episodes of the East Blue, which is the first arc. Yeah, 7, but like, how many episodes is the first arc? Isn't it way more than 7 episodes, right? How many episodes is like the East Blue first arc? Didn't a lot of people hate Kai for censoring things like the color of blood and Raditz hit Gohan? Man, I don't know and I don't remember. I'll keep it a buck, Wyatt Montgomery. I just like the fact that they didn't have all the freaking... I mean, a lot of people watch Dragon Ball Z censored anyway because it was on Toonami, right? So... East Blue anime is like 60 episodes. Okay. So yeah, from 60 to 7. So, I mean, maybe they should have done it from like 60 to 10 or 60 to 15. But we'll see, you know. The episodes are 45 minutes long, so it's more like 14. And East Blue was like 50 episodes. Okay. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how it all works out, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to actually check out, you know, One Piece. Like I said, people say it's so goated. A lot of you guys seem to be really big fans of it, you know. So I know, Party Man, when you got into it, you were like, oh no, this anime's dope, you know. So it's good, man. It's good. Shout outs to Mario 2267. Yo, big love over there on Twitch. I see you, fam. I see you over there. Hey, what's up, George FT? Welcome. It's only up to chapter 50 East Blue and ends at 60 something. So there's time to add character stuff. I think they'll do it right. Okay. I hope they do it right. I hope they do it right, just because, like, you know, I don't mind watching, like, you know, YouTube analysis and, like, backstory, character arc fillers. Like, that's how I get, like, comic book stuff. I don't know if you guys are, like, on YouTube Shorts, but, like, when I scroll through YouTube Shorts every now and then, there'll be, like, comic book stuff that pops up where they take a specific, you know, comic, like, that I know that I'll never read, where it gives backstory to, like, Peter Parker or, like, Harry or, like, whatever, like, Batman characters and, like, stuff that I know that I'll just never read. And like, they'll narrate it, and it lasts only like 2 minutes, but I get more of the backstory on some of the characters, like Bane or whatever it is, you know. So I think that type of stuff is pretty cool. I watch that stuff all the time. At least it just pops up, you know, randomly whenever I'm just like chilling and I'm looking through YouTube Shorts or something. So so if I have to do like extra character back arc, you know, research, I'll do it, you know. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Joe 9K? Welcome, brother. How you doing today? Big love. Oh, it's late in your neck of the woods. Switch 2 has been good. I need 2 more. 2 more Switch 2s. 2 more Switch 2s. From what they've shown as well, they're nailed the art style so well. The original anime captures it well. Okay, nice. Yo, Joe, I don't know if you saw my. I sent you back an email, bro. So like I said, we can talk this week, brother. Man. Yep. Okay, Dior, you're gonna get into it that way. All right. Shout outs. I see Varkster's here, but I don't see his comments popping up. What happened? Why don't I see him? I see somebody chatting with Varkster, but I don't see his. I didn't ban him, did I? Yeah, I see I see Dan Dips talking to Varkster, but I don't see his comments in my chat. What happened there? Yo, Varkster, talk real quick, just so I can make sure that I see you in the chat, because I don't know, your name's not popping up, but I see Dan Dips talking to you. Okay, there you go, Varkster, the invisible ninja. Okay, no, I see you there now. Let's go. What's up, man? No, I thought there was something wrong, man. Okay, yeah, I didn't see him. OJ, watch OJ commit to the rest of the series after the 7 episodes. Commit to after the 7 episodes? I'll commit to the whatever they do, like the new like remade. I'm not committing to watching 1,000 episodes or all. No, I'm not. Listen, guys, no. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not doing that. Let's see here. Oda, shout out to the port with another $5, becoming the Hulk Hogan. And he says, Oda needs to make a One Piece just for OJ, where Luffy just pulls up, snatches up the One Piece, and that's it. Episode 5 minutes, including intros, done. Listen, I'm not trying to listen. Hey. I'm just saying, you were trying to sit there and tell me that I should be sitting there through 5 million episodes and be like, all right, damn it, it's okay. Let me just sit through all these episodes. I'm like, bro, come on now, man. Shouts to the Porter. Thank you for the $5 dono, bro. I appreciate that. Combo breaks. 23 on the board. Ayo. Thank you for the support, man. Like always, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, what are you waiting for? Hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button. Let's see here. 1,000 episodes is not enough. Regular One Piece episodes are 22 minutes long. If you get into the anime, you can always throw on an episode in the background while editing. I don't like watching anime while editing. Like, I don't, because like anime, like, I don't like watching like the dubs. I like subs. And I think this is going to be maybe both dubbed and subbed. I'm not really sure. But either way, like, I like actually focusing, you know, I like actually focusing on the, like, the characters and all that type of stuff. Like, I don't like having it on in the background. Like, whenever I watch anime, I'll sit down in my chair and I'll focus on it, and so I can understand the characters and what kind of like what's going on, you know? So I'm not a fan of having it on in the background. The stuff that I have on in the background, like while I'm editing, is like trash content, you know what I'm saying? Like duty streams, or like, and I mean trash content as in like he's just making fun of somebody else, or like weird YouTube shorts, or like, you know, it's nothing important or of value that's on in the background when I edit. Or I'll just sit there and talk smack on Twitter. Like half the time when you guys see me roasting someone or see me saying something, it's just because I'm rendering a video, I'm making a PowerPoint slide for like a boring like side job that I have. Like a lot of times I'm working for other clients and it's like their jobs are so boring. Oh my God, I'm putting together PowerPoint slides and animating them. I'm just like, oh Lord have mercy. You know, just like, oh gosh, just boring. I'm just bored. So I'm just like, while I'm sitting there rendering slides or I'm putting animations, I'm just like, let me just say something. Let me just talk some smack real quick to make it more fun. Like, because it's just boring, man. Like, I'll be sitting there for 2 hours doing animations. And this is boring. It ain't fun. Editing it's a real monotonous job, you know? PowerPoint slides with information, adding little animations to things. Hey, can you make it do this? Hey, can you make it do this? I'm just like, I can make it do that. Yeah, no problem. I send it in with how they want it. Oh, you know what? Can I ask you something? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take. Can you redo that and make it do this instead? I'm like, of course I can. No problem. Let me just, I'll get that into you. Give me like 3 hours. I'll get it into you later. And you can't say anything because they're paying you, you know? You just gotta smile. I'm on Zoom, and I'm just like, yeah, no problem. As soon as that Zoom call cuts off, freaking smoke comes out of my nose. Oh god. So that's usually when I'm talking the most. That when you see me, it's because I'm doing something lame. When you see me going, like when I was going at Nintendo Bum, I was just doing something, bro. I was working on something else. Let's see. Have you seen Steins Gate? Nah, I haven't seen it. I started One Piece in 2002. I deployed 6. It took 6 years off from watching it. It's completely worth it if you change your mind. Well, I'm just gonna watch the remake. I'm not gonna watch all the episodes. Nah, I'm just. And like I said, I know everybody has different times and stuff like that. You know, like I said, I'll say it again, you know, I'm not trying to hate on people that do take the time to invest to watch it. It's definitely worth it, right? If you enjoyed it and you felt that it was really good, then it's worth it. Me personally, like not right now. Like if my boy was older and like he went to school, then absolutely. Like if we were having this conversation like when he was in like regular school, then there'd be no problem. Like the same age like my daughter was, like, you know, back when I first started doing PlayerEssence, like, or the reboot in like 2017, 2018, she was already old enough to go to school. So it was easier for me to watch more anime or do this or do that. But right now I'm like, I take care of my boy a lot, you know. He's still young, he's still little. Plus I have a daughter that's still, she's growing, she needs attention and time from me too. Plus, once again, I don't just do this, I have another job as well, so I got to do that. Plus wife, you know what I'm saying, got to talk to her, got to make sure she's taken care of. So it's like there's a lot of things when it comes to time, like time. And then also I still want to have a little bit of free time myself to like just do nothing. Sometimes I like to just lie down and just be at peace, right? Just when I'm done with streaming, or when I'm done and I put my son to sleep and my wife, she's watching TV, sometimes I don't want to play a game, or I don't want to watch something. I just want to just relax and just think about whatever, you know, just think about what the next day is gonna be like, or just think about, just have some peace to just relax, kind of like meditation, but not really meditating, but just relaxing, you know. So I just don't have as much time as I used to have, man. Let's see here. Oh, yo, OJ, gonna talk about Maximum Carnage again tonight. No Maximum Carnage tonight, man. We good on Maximum Carnage. We good. We good on the maximum. Shout outs though, guys. We got our first combo break and 15-minute extension. Here we go.
Overclock Buster.
Shout outs though, guys. Appreciate that. 15 minutes extended. We have only 7 more combos before we have a 30-minute extension. Full extensions tonight, guys. We can get up to 3 hours. Let's go. Shout outs. One Piece is like Crimson Desert. OJ gets better after 50 hours. All right. Well, not with this new anime. It's it's gonna be pretty lit from the very beginning, it seems. Let's see here. Any tips on if you lose that drive for gaming? I still like it. Keep up with all the new info, but sometimes I'll turn on my PS5 and not touch a game and just turn it off. Yeah, that's because look, I'll keep it a buck, because here's the reason why. I like this question. This might even be a video for me. So Dior, if you can remind me about what I'm about to say, so like remind me it's for like a video idea, because I'll forget it, because I'm stupid, I'm old, and I'm getting old and I forget things. So, dude, that drive is when you've lost your kid-like affinity for gaming. It's become what others tell you it is. What others tell you it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be great graphics. It's supposed to be SSDs. It's supposed to be realism. It's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be that. That's what happens, in my opinion. When you lose your affinity for gaming and why you started gaming in the first place, that's when you just turn on your system. There's nothing, you feel like there's nothing to play, then you turn it off. So my remedy for that is always to go back to why you loved gaming in the first place. What were the games and what were the reasons why you started playing games? If it was Donkey Kong on the ghetto NES or on the arcades, go pick up yourself a nice little arcade collection, or the old school games. If it was RPGs like Chrono Trigger, go back and check it out. Go back and play something that's old school, maybe Breath of Fire or something. Go back to what you did. Even if you don't end up liking that, it'll make you smile. It'll give you nostalgia. Nostalgia is very powerful. It's very powerful. It can help invigorate you. Then from there, you can say, okay, well, maybe I missed out on this game that is like this game that I played back then, you know? So, and then you go from there. That's what helps me. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. Yo!
I would finish Hunter x Hunter until One Piece remake released.
Yo, shout outs to Joe 9K with the combo breaker. Yo, the big dono through Streamlabs. Yo, I appreciate that, Joe 9K. I appreciate that. Let's go. That's the highest one of the stream. That's why I got the big combo breaker notification. Yo, big love to Joe 9K. You're at the Hulk Hogan stream, ninja. And yes, I finished Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is really good. It's not, Hunter x Hunter's not super long though. I think Hunter x Hunter is like 100 something episodes. So it's not like, it's like a time commitment, but it's not like that big of a time commitment. So that's what I would say, man. If you're losing your passion, and shout outs to Joe. I know, Joe, you've got plenty of passion for the games and all that. If you're losing your passion for games, go back and find that era that's good for you, whether that's the 7th gen, the 6th gen, the 5th gen. Go back and check out those games, man, and just play something quick, short, fun. And I think you'll find your essence and you'll find what you need from there, you know? That's what I do. That's why I don't really pay attention to all the new stuff, like the rogue games and stuff that people do. And it's like, oh, look at Saros, the graphics. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to go back and start from the beginning. Like, I don't like that type of stuff. I'm just like, I'm not saying Saros is a bad game, but it's the type of stuff that makes me just say, I'm gonna turn it on, I'm gonna die 5,000 times and turn it back off. And it's like, oh yeah, challenge. It's like, no, I don't want to play games like that. That's not what made me start playing games. I don't like stuff like that, you know? What made me play games like Legend of Zelda, Mario Bros, Sonic the Hedgehog, games like that, you know? Pac-Man, Space Invaders. So I'm no longer gonna sit there and invest money and time into something that I'm not invested into just because other people say it's good. Okay, Metacritic says Saros is good. Okay, that's great. It's a 3D bullet hell shooter. Okay, that's great too. I have no problem with that. But I don't like the structure. That's not how I play games. That's not what I like. That's what like people. I know Rogue is like they got it from like the Rogue old school PC game, but that's like the trend of everything Rogue is like a newer trend. That's like a thing that started like within the last generation or two. It's not like there was all sorts of Rogue games like on the Super Nintendo and the Genesis and like the N64. Like I never even recall playing any games like that, you know? So that's the thing with me, man. Just go back and play what you feel that you love. And I think that's what helps you get out of the rut for gaming. I think that's deep. Trying to go in, try that. Trying to get into a good emulator, go back and play the old games. Yeah, emulator, do whatever you need to do. You know, NSO, emulator, whatever floats your boat, whatever you feel works. You know, that's how I see it at least. What's up, Burger? I have the same problem until I played Splatoon 3 and Mario Kart World. Those helped me get my drive back. Yeah. Also, going back to like a multiplayer game that you think is really fun, that's also a good way. Kind of just like shoot the ish, you know, and just play something that you find fun. Maybe go back and play, you know, like a single player campaign of a game, a short and sweet single player. I think the problem with a lot of PlayStation 5 games just in general, and just games just in general too, is that they're so daunting. It's like, oh, Crimson Desert, it's 200 hours. It takes 60 hours before it gets good. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that that's just kind of like makes me not want to play games sometimes, unless I know the game is going to be lit. I know Xenoblade X is lit because obviously the game is like 10 years plus old now. So I'm like, okay, I don't mind investing all this time into Xenoblade because I know it connects to all the other games that I've played, and I know that it's going to be a game that I already know is really good, and I'm getting that 60 FPS. I'll invest the time, and it was worth it. You know, right now I'm in the testing phase for Romancing Saga. I was thinking about what game I should play next. And I was playing Pocopia, but that's a new game. That's a newer game. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try out something that's like old school, right? This is an old school RPG. I just got done playing Xenoblade, but Xenoblade is like a modern-ish, you know, RPG. Like it's very modern in like how it does a lot of things. It has old school vibes, but it's also very modern. Let me go back and play like an old school remake of an RPG. So I'm gonna see if this hooks me. I'm gonna see if it does. If it doesn't, then I'll chill. I'll relax till the Adventures of Elliot comes out, you know, because that game looks awesome. I can't wait for that game, you know. See, players, can you see my comments? I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good? I'm done with the Souls games. Yeah. Oh, same with me, Joe. I'm done with Souls games. The only thing that I'm gonna play, you said I'm investing so much time in these kind of games and I can't do this anymore. Exactly. I'm gonna check out the Dustbloods just because work. But I mean, like, I'm kind of done with Souls games. Like, I saw a rumor that they said, oh, Dark Souls Trilogy is going to get remastered. I didn't flinch, or get remade. I'm like, I didn't flinch. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. You know, I don't want it. I'm like, Souls games are like the games that just make me not want to play games anymore. Everyone said Elden Ring's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I played Elden Ring for 30 hours, 20 to 30 hours, and I'm like I can't do this anymore, man. Like, I can't do this. Like, not because it's too hard. I just can't do this structure of game. I don't like it. You know? So when you start playing stuff that everyone else tells you is goated and you don't think it's goated yourself, you'll lose passion. You know? Or just step away from gaming for a while. You can get sick of anything you do when you do it too much. That's true. But if you step away, you might still have that same thing when you come back. You know? So really, I think going back to get like your passion or like what you liked, I think that's a great way of kind of bringing that spark back if you're looking for an active way. There's times where I've stepped away from gaming for a bit, came back, and I was still in the same slump, you know? Can't lie, Switch 2 has gotten me back into gaming more than I have in the past 5 years. I only beat big AAA games like one a year. Switch 2 powerful, portable enough I can take in short bursts. Yeah, and I think having I think functionality is also part of it. I definitely play games more now. Since like the Switch 1 and Switch 2 came out, I definitely play more games now than I did before. Because I have more access to play the games. But 3DS was like my favorite system before, because 3DS, like, I can play it anywhere, you know? So I used to play 3DS a lot more than I would play other systems. I played my 3DS more than I played my Xbox One, or my PS4, or probably, like, without, I mean, it's hard to say my Wii U, because Smash Brothers, I put 2,000 hours into Smash Brothers for Wii U, so I don't know if I can say my Wii U, but really, if it wasn't for Smash Brothers, it would have been my 3DS for sure, you know? And I definitely beat way more, like, single-player games on my 3DS than I did on my Wii U. At least I think I did. Multiplayer games make me rage, man. Matchmaking is horrible. Yeah, that's true. Multiplayer games can make you rage, so maybe it might not be good for you if you're in a slump to play multiplayer games. My biggest problem is that I lose the passion mid-game on PS5 games nowadays. Best example is Sorrow's game looks nice, has good mechanics, but I get bored and finishing it feels like a torture. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you gotta find a game that, when I tell you guys you gotta find a game that has sauce and that is lit, that's what I mean. If you have a sauceless game, it's hard to finish. Bad music, mediocre, like good visuals, but drab. You know, that's how I felt like with Returnal. At times I felt that it was fun, but it was just drab. It just seemed mediocre, like in sauce level. Like graphics good, gameplay good, music I guess it was there, but fine, good. You know, controls good, sauce dookie. Sauce about as dry as a potato salad in Kentucky. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know if y'all got good potato salad there. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. There was just there was no litness to the game. Like, it was good and I like it, but there was no litness to there was nothing that was saucy with the game, you know? And so that's why I was just kind of like, I beat it, and then like when Saros was coming, I'm just like, I see the same thing. It's okay, bullet hell, the same type of drab looking graphics. They're good, they're not bad, they're really good, but it's just drab. It's not like it's not pumping life into me like I'm a kid again. You know what I'm saying? It's just thinking like, oh, I just gotta play this because people say that it's good because it reviewed well. It's like, nah, I'm good. You know, like I'm not gonna play something just because it reviewed well. Like, I need some sauce, I need some life, I need some color to it, you know? So that's just kind of how I feel. Doesn't mean that Saros isn't worth playing. Doesn't mean that it's not a good game. Doesn't mean what I'm saying is right, or, you know, it doesn't mean that, guys. Trust me. It's not speaking to me. This game, Romancing Saga, it's got a lot of cool ideas that I think that I can get into. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I like it so far. I played it on PS5, but now that I have it on Switch 2, I can play it anywhere. I can play it portable now, but there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of different stuff that happens in the game. It's very dynamic in its storytelling. You know, it's very colorful. I mean, it looks like a PS3 game, like a really smooth PS3 game, but that's okay. And it's got a lot of cool ideas, like with formations and weapons. So it's like, I need something that has a little bit more pizzazz, you know, when I play these days. So, like, even like Splatoon Raiders, it's like colorful. It's got like okay, you can go underground, you can do these different things. Like, it just seems like it's gonna be more fun to me. So it's like, for me at least, like, or even like Astrobot. Astrobot's super colorful, a lot of cool ideas. I like that game. Metaphor Refantasio, same way. So the game has to have a certain level for me to really be invested. Doesn't mean I won't try it out if it's sauceless, but, you know, it is what it is. That's exactly how I feel with Horizon. Horizon games are like, they're so cool because the graphics are so nice. It looks incredible on your TV. The controls are good enough, but then you just feel like you're doing canned animations over and over and over with no sauce. Aloy has no drip. She has no coolness to her at all. She's lame. She's super lame. She's always been lame. you know, and I don't need to have the coolest main character, but she's just so like eggs with no seasoning. Like straight up just eggs with no black pepper, with no seasoning, with no sauce. You ever had one of them meals you see them on like shows where they serve breakfast, it's just one dry piece of toast, one crusty egg, and like some old fruit. It all probably tastes just fine because it's cooked to perfection, but there's no spice. I'd rather take a little bit of a meal that looks a bit of a mess and maybe doesn't have the best presentation if the seasoning is incredible and it tastes great. So I think the problem with me and Horizon is that everything seems just too perfect. It seems like they made it like a focus test group. Like instead of being like real juice, it's like, oh, this is juice concentrate or something like that, right? Oh, it's clean. We made it all perfect. It should taste your taste buds perfect balance of sugar and this and water, but it's like, yeah, but it's not real. It's just manufactured, you know? So it can even be like, not even just like, it's dry chicken, but made perfect. Dry chicken, but made perfectly. Cooked perfectly, maybe a little bit of seasoning, but not enough for it to be lit, you know? Not enough. Got a Master Switch 2 backlog, Fire Emblem 3 House and Engage, all 4 games, yes sir. Xenoblade games, yeah. There's usually story and gameplay for me. If it has a crap story and not memorable, I usually check it out. Needless to say, I never play competitive games since the early days. Okay. Finished a Crisis Core yesterday. The game was awesome, but I guess it's heavily connected to Rebirth. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely it is. I do want to give Souls games a try since I've been putting them deep in the backlog. Try out Dark Souls. Try out Dark Souls, see what you think. For those of us who have been watching One Piece since the beginning, East Blue was over 20 years ago, so we will be watching right along with you. Okay, nice. My problem is that sticking to 91 Gamer Voices, my problem is sticking to the same game and finishing it. I did finish DK Bonanza at least, but it's hard to figure out what I should do next. For me, at this point, man, I'm only playing the games that I feel like I said that are super sauce. Like, for example, they can be flawed masterpieces or flawed gems. Like, everyone said, not everyone, but people said, okay, Pokemon Legends ZA, that game sucks. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the graphics suck. That's true. You know, the graphics suck. Yeah, there's no voice acting. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some of the animations aren't good. That's true. But the gameplay is actually kind of lit, though. The gameplay's lit. The music is lit. Some of the character models and all that are lit. And there's some sauce within the story. And there's some sauce within the gameplay, too. Your teams, the action RPG combat, the moves, how it, like, you know, like the Xenoblade style. Like, there's some actual lit, really good gameplay mechanics in there. Now, is it as, you know, obviously, are the graphics as good as Horizon? Does it look? No, it's never going to get that type of attention or that type of, you know, like, it's never going to review like that, right? Like with those, like how the graphics look, but the game was lit to me. It was fun. If I felt that it was lame, I would have dropped it. I dropped Pokemon Sword and Shield. I dropped that game. I dropped Scarlet and Violet because it played like absolute booty water on Switch 1. So it's not like I'm just gonna, you know, I'm a fanboy out or whatever and just always play Pokemon. No, if it ain't good, I'm gonna drop it. If I don't feel it's lit, I'm gonna drop it. I'm not gonna sit there and torture myself playing it. I'm gonna drop it for the most part. I did torture myself in playing through Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I stopped exploring the other areas. I just beelined it to finish the game. So I was basically just in turn-based battles the whole time, which those were okay. And I just said no more water. I said no more water. 7.8 out of 10, too much water. So because like the frame rate would tank in water. So I just said I'm good. So I just beelined it to the ending, and the music and the combat and the boss battles in Pokemon are really good. You know, are really good. Yo, Simeon Coin with the 1,000 core crystals, Azami. Let's go. Says, evening OJ, just getting in. There are 2 Square Enix that are long forgotten. It's called Brave Fencer Musashi and I think it's Enhinder or Enhind. I forgot how to say the name, which came out in 97 and 98. I hope those 2 get a remaster. Check it out. If you remember, I do remember both of those games, or at least Brave Fencer. Music request is Brave Fencer Musashi Frost Dragon. All right, I got you. Frost Dragon. Brave Fencer. All right, thank you for the support. Like always, 1,000 core crystals coming in from my man Simeon Coin. Hey yo, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, brother. That real-time battle system was saucy. Oh, it was, bro. Why they made Aloy ugly though? I don't think Aloy's ugly. I think that the type of environment that she's in a high stress environment with crazy robot dinosaurs and people trying to kill her. So you're not gonna look your best, you know, when you're in that type of environment. So I don't have a problem with her looking the way that she looked. She's just lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just not cool at all. A lot of Sony first-party oriented games feel that way, and I honestly think it's the appeal to TGAs. Those games keep getting nominated and praised by critics. Yeah, it really is. That's why I just said I'm good. I'm not really playing those games anymore. I kind of just stopped. I played Returnal, and after Returnal, I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I pretty much haven't played, even like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man, but it just feels like, I don't know, there's just something with it that just feels, there's some sauce in the gameplay, but there's just something with it. I played Miles Morales, and I don't know, man. I bought it and I played Spider-Man, the 2018 game, or I think it was 2017 or 2018. I think it was 2018. I forgot which year. But anyway, that first Spider-Man, and I'm like, I played it for like 2 hours, and I was just like, I just kind of dropped it. And then I played Miles Morales for like 4 or 5 hours, and I was just kind of like, and I dropped that. And then I was like, okay, PS5, let me see. Like, you know, I played Returnal, and I beat Returnal. I'm like, okay. But I'm like, I wasn't really asking for more. I never went back to it. And then I played Ratchet and Clank, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And I'm just kind of like, and even that, you would think that has like super sauce, and like it doesn't. It feels like Uncharted Furry Edition, Shinru Edition. That's what it just feels like. It feels that way. It just feels like Uncharted Furry Zone. It's not sauce, and that's the most, probably, I haven't talked about it too much, but that's probably the most disappointing. It's like, you would think Ratchet and Clank has more sauce, but it really doesn't. It really just feels like furry Uncharted, you know? So that's when I just kind of was like, yeah, I might be done with Sony first party games just in general. And pretty much I haven't really played any other big first party games. I mean, I played what's the game, the shooting game multiplayer, Helldivers, and I dropped that after a little bit. So I've been trying, but they just, I don't know, there's something, like I said, there's no sauce. But I've played SMT5 Vengeance on my PS5. Chef's Kiss, fantastic. I played Metaphor Refantasia on my PS5. Once again, fantastic. Good performance, good gameplay. I played Astrobot, that's another first party game. That was fantastic. I played Stellar Blade. That was, Sony published that. It's not necessarily like a real first party game, but Sony, I played that. That was really good on my PS5. So there's plenty of games, you know? Just finished Mario Wonder, and I enjoyed every detail in the 2D colorful, simply, oh my gosh, Mario Wonder is fantastic, man. Mario Wonder is so good. I still need to play that extra DLC. I'm gonna get around to it, but I 100%ed Mario Wonder. It's great. I did play Black Myth Wukong, and I Black Myth turned it off too. And the dumbest thing is I spent $60. I bought it day one on PC, and then I bought it again on PlayStation 5. And I Black Myth turned off both. I Black Myth dropped both of them, and I'll never play another game from that studio ever again. Like, Black Myth somehow got game awarded. Like, Black Myth, I'll never play it again. Like, I'm not a fan of that game at all. Like, people out there hyping it up. Listen, if you like it, that's fine. I really don't like that game. I really don't. I don't think it's very good. It's just basically just boss fights the whole time. Like, it's not, like, there's some sauce to it, but it feels like it's generic. Like, and I don't mean like generic like Great Value, like, oh, that's good, like generic as in like the Great Value version of Great Value, as in like Temu. It feels like Temu Souls with like Dragon Ball Z adventure, like Journey to the West, you know, that Journey to the West, like fake monkey type stuff. I was not a fan, bro. I am not a fan of that game. Now, do I feel that like it was worthy of what it got and all that? Sure. Is there fun to be had in the game? Sure. Can the game be good for people? Sure. You know, all of that stuff can be true too. You know, can be your truth. It's just for me, that's how I felt after. I said, I'm never playing this again, and I'll never support those developers with anything they do ever again. So I'm good. By the way, I never played Brave Fencer Musashi. It's just a missed childhood. I played the demo and I know when I was 11. Oh, nice. those Sony games you named there have similar gameplay stuff. Kind of me worried about Wolverine. I'm gonna try out Wolverine. Wolverine does look saucy, but they're going off of like, you know, something else. So I think Wolverine might be the game that like kind of breaks it for me, but we'll see. What we will see. I need to get the Mario Wonder. I just need to pay the $20 and play that. So maybe I'll actually do that. Maybe I'll get into that before I get into Romancing Saga too much. Played Black Myth. We call him Black Myth turned it off. Yeah, Black Myth turned it off. Is Nintendo Switch 2 price going to increase? Maybe. Make sure you go pick it up now, just in case. It might. Who knows? I feel you on the games that stop playing. Like I like Ratchet though. Everything else I agree. I tried to like Ratchet. I put like I don't think Ratchet's bad. Like I actually think I do like Ratchet and Clank. I think it's bad. I just thought it would be more saucy than it actually is. Like I just thought it would be more. It does not feel as lit as I thought that it would be. Like the whole SSD portal jumping thing, that was just a gimmick. That was like what they would do to advertise like a shooter. Like, oh, I can easily go from one portal. Like that's something that I feel like they would advertise like a shooter or like a Keeley Award game. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up just being nothing, you know. But they really went hard on that port. I thought they were gonna do some like lit, you know, gimmicks with like, oh, I got these portal puzzles where I can go in through one dimension. I gotta click here, boom, boom, and then come back through this, and you can fight. I thought they were gonna do like something cool like that. It's not. It's not like that at all. So that's what I'm saying. I thought it was gonna be a bit more saucy, like with the gimmick of like the SSD stuff, you know. But it wasn't. It's just oh, here's one thing, I go through there's another thing. You know, that's it. You interested in Lego Batman? Not really, but it looks okay. Did you play Invincible versus game? No. Is that game out yet? Let's see. Brave Fencer Musashi was lit all the way through. I gotta check that game out. People talk about it so much. People talk about it a lot. Thank you, but thank you, Simeon Coin. Thank you for the big 1,000 core crystals. It's been a long time since we've seen that animation, bro. It's got to been at least a year or two. Shout outs, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. I don't think, did I add it on there? Yeah, I added it on there. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Uncharted. I don't think Uncharted and Spider-Man play the same, but I think he's talking to somebody else. I think he's just talking about like the third person type of game. Like cinematic third person game. But yeah, I don't think Uncharted and Spider-Man play the same. I'm withdrawing my support until Ratchet & Clank gets support it deserves. Okay. Dragon Quest has no sauce, man. Dragon Quest. I'll talk about Dragon Quest right after this. Ashoka Tano with the $10 dono says, do you read One Piece manga? Absolutely not. I love the manga. I'm super excited for the One Piece anime. I wonder how long each episode is due to the first season being 7 episodes. I think they said like 40 something minutes each or something like that. But no, I do not read the manga at all. I don't read any manga. I don't think I've ever read a manga in my life. All I do is watch the animes. I don't think I've ever read a single manga. I'm not a big comic book reader. Like I don't read comic books. I don't read manga. I don't do all that, to keep it a buck. So yeah. Thank you, Ashoka Tano. Thank you for the $10 dono. Yes, I'm looking forward to the One Piece. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. It's gonna be next year. I think February 2027. So that's cool. 93 on the board. Yo, let's go. We got the Noah and Mio activated, and we are very close to the platinum. 7 more combos. We've got, I think, Ashoka Tano. Okay, Dragon Quest. Does Dragon Quest have no sauce? I agree. Dragon Quest definitely has no sauce, but there's a kicker. There's a kicker. Dragon Quest is like Pepsi or like Coca-Cola. There's way more lit drinks than Coca-Cola, but you can't quite hate on it for not having sauce or not having taste because Coca-Cola started this ish when it comes to Japan. So that is the equivalent. Sure, you can have it for different types of Fanta, zero, like if you go to like a soda fountain or a soda whatever, like in Wendy's or like Wingstops, they have them where there's all these different cool types of drinks where you can get different types of diet sodas and different types of flavors and you can mix them and all that. And that are way more lit, way more different. But Dragon Quest is like Coca-Cola, it's like the original. So you can't say that it's completely sauceless because without Dragon Quest, a lot of this ain't here. Same thing as like Coca-Cola, you know, without Coca-Cola, a lot of this stuff ain't here. So without Dragon Quest, a lot of this just isn't here. So that's the reason why I say, yeah, Dragon Quest does have like negative sauce, but it's different because they started it, you know? Final Fantasy has more sauce than Dragon Quest. No. Final Fantasy has more sauce than Dragon, like 100%. The music's also way better. Like, let's just give it a here's Final Fantasy music. Here's Dragon Quest music. Like that. No, let's not even listen. It's not even close. Final Fantasy sauce when it comes to music, it stomps a mud hole in Dragon Quest. Bro, let me tell you the reason why I say this. RPG 85. Someone who is a RPG grifter, okay? We know good and well he does not like RPGs. But he'll play them every now and then because you can get some views off of it. He likes very few RPGs, right? When he played Dragon Quest, you know what he said about the music? He said it sounds like 1960s Batman theme. The and that's when I knew that Dragon Quest had no sauce with the music. When you get an outsider who's not into Dragon Quest but knows JRPGs, knows music from JRPGs because he's played all of them, or he knows a lot of them, or he's been around, and he says that Dragon Quest sound like 1960s Batman. Bro, Dragon Quest, music-wise, it's not even close. It's not even close, bro. Not even close. So, that's the thing that I'd say with that. Final Fantasy's music is incredible. The music is so good. Like, Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, Bombing Run, like, you know, even just like the battle theme, everything is way better. Way better than Dragon Quest. Like, way better. I've played so many Dragon Quest games, and while there are some good tracks here and there, Dragon Quest has an air of cheese to the music that's just not good. Like even while I was playing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, I liked the game, but even then the music is just like it's just kind of lame. I don't know how to describe it outside of cheesy, lame, corny. Like, it's not lit. No, Dragon Quest has some lit tracks where the music sounds incredible. Certain boss themes and certain, you know, peaceful tracks sound good. Like Dragon Quest 8, like the overworld music sounds really good. But nah, man, nah. Final Fantasy's more lit. It's more saucy and more lit than Dragon Quest has ever been. I keep it a bug. No. Like Final Fantasy VII just outsauces everything in the history of Dragon Quest. Final Fantasy VII, like Cloud's way cooler than anybody in Dragon Quest. So yeah, and like Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, Barrett, yeah, that party's way better than anybody that I like. I mean, I like Erdrick. Erdrick is cool, but nah. Also, Fire Emblem Dookie's on Dragon Quest. Fire Emblem. And I know people don't like to hear this because obviously Dragon Quest, you know, reviews better and sells better in some ways. It sells better. Dragon Quest 11, but Fire Emblem Three Houses is way better. It's way better. Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates. I like those games way more than Dragon Quest. Way more. So, y'all got OJ started on Dragon Quest again. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all got me started on Dragon Quest again. I believe RGT85 beat Xenoblade X quickly and skipped the Affinity Quest. Well, I mean, yeah, I think you said he put about 60 to 70 hours into it. There's no way that you can do all the Affinity Quests and get all the characters. Like, he didn't have all the characters in the game, which is okay. There's no problem. He definitely skipped a lot of stuff, but he didn't have all the Affinity Quests. He didn't know who, like, some of the other characters were. Like, because there are missable characters in Xenoblade X, and he definitely missed a number of those characters. Because when I talked about them, he had no idea who they were. So... Persona music is way better. Persona is the thing. Here's the thing about Persona. Persona is awesome and people really like it and it has a certain style to it. But I would like Persona way more if they simply didn't take where if I ate a burger, it took my whole day. If they fix that, and I know some people like that, but if they fix that, if Persona 6 comes out and it gives you a bit more freedom or like tokens to where you can do multiple things in a day, or you can, you know, like, I think Persona will take another step for me. Right now, Persona is below Fire Emblem. It's below, you know, Xenoblade. It's below some of my favorite RPGs out there, but I still like it. It's one of my favorite. It's definitely a top RPG. I like it more than Dragon Quest. But if they remove that, and I like SMT more than I like Persona. If they remove where I eat a burger and it takes half my day, dude, Persona can move up my list. It can move up my list. Don't get the Dragon Quest monster. People were roasting me in the comment section and the Dragon Quest oh, I got roasted, bro. I got roasted there. Which, once again, that was my fault. I made a mistake. There was a lot of incorrect information on that Dragon Quest Monsters video. So, yeah. And I did put out a correction video, and I took responsibility for that. I messed up. I messed up on that one. Ashoka with the 5, and says, you and RGT should do a podcast on what you guys love about Xenoblade Chronicles X. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I think it would be interesting because I would probably talk about a lot of stuff that he might not know about, you know? So... I guess I can't really disagree because I do like FF more. Also, when I lived in Japan, my Japanese colleagues told me that Dragon Quest was for children, and no question, FE is easily better. I mean, I don't think Dragon Quest is just for children. Yeah, I don't know about that. Some of the themes in Dragon Quest are actually pretty crazy. But, I mean, yeah, I can see how maybe some would think that, but I don't think so, though. I don't think so. There's obviously, like, there's people that take work off to play Dragon Quest. So, I mean, obviously... Like, there's been times where, like, the Japanese economy is negatively impacted because nobody went into work because of Dragon Quest. So if it was all kids, or if it's just for kids, then people wouldn't not be going into work, you know? So that's why I don't necessarily believe all that. I guess Kingdom Hearts music could be considered better than Dragon Quest music. I do think Kingdom Hearts music is better, but, like... I think Kingdom Hearts people sometimes they start talking too much, you know? They start talking a bit too much about their music. But don't get me wrong, it's good. But they start trying to act like it's up there with like some of the other stuff, and I'm like, okay, calm down, slow down, cowboy. But yeah, no, I do like, generally speaking, yes, I do think that Kingdom Hearts music is better. But then again, I think like all music is better than Dragon Quest music. Like I think even like Mass Effect. Bro, I think I'll take Mass Effect soundtrack, and all that is like ambient, like music, or like, you know, Western game developer music, you know? Like, none of it's like actual, like, lit RPG music, outside of like a few different tracks. Suicide Mission, that one has some, that one's really good. The Elusive Man, like that little Elusive Man theme, that one's really good too. But like, it's not like Mass Effect has like incredible... I mean, it has good music, but you guys know what good Western music is. You guys know how it is, right? Y'all know. Quick distract OJ with another topic. I hear Dragon Quest fans are readying pitchforks. Listen, I've already had this with Dragon Quest fans. They know me at this point, you know. They know. I'm not saying the game's not good. I'm just saying, like, yo, when it comes to the music, no sauce. But I said that Dragon Quest is Coca-Cola, so that's like the biggest compliment. Without Dragon Quest, we would not be here where we are with RPGs. Like legitimately, Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, like those two, when it comes to JRPGs, obviously you can trace it back to, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever else you want to talk about, all those, you know, old PC schizo games, you know, like you can trace it back to all those. I get it. But like when it comes to Japanese RPGs, you know, LA Noire is one of the only Western games whose soundtrack was sauce. I remember there was one really good track that I liked in LA Noire, but I don't remember the other music just because I played it so long ago. For me, as a longtime composer, I'm most impressed with Xenoblade soundtracks. To me, Xenoblade, and then there's the rest. But I do have tiers of great music stuff, which I find in other games. I'd have to agree with that. To me, it's like, in terms of like modern RPGs that are still going, not old school ones, to me, Xenoblade's kind of like in a league of its own, but I do feel that like Fire Emblem is like right there, and then Persona is like right there, and Final Fantasy is like right there. I think they're all right there, but I do think that Xenoblade is kind of like a cut above everything else, and then like it kind of falls in line with the rest of the like the JRPGs. But I think Xenoblade is, the music is just, it's just impeccable. It's just really, 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 really good. Like from like even just like the normal tracks, like the normal but like fight battles in the game, the like even like the DLC, like the DLC will give you some of the greatest tracks. Torna, oh my gosh, the music in like the battle theme in Torna felt like a real like jazz ensemble, like a professional, like what you'd see like in like, I don't know, like a music video or something like that, like an indie underground music video or something. It's great. But also, I gotta add in there Metaphor Refantasio. There's not a ton of tracks in comparison to Xenoblade. I think there's only like 50 or 60 tracks, but Metaphor Refantasio's soundtrack is fudging incredible. It is so good. It is so good. So I gotta give some props to Metaphor Refantasio, man. I gotta give some props. Really good. Xenoblade, hey man, don't shoot the messenger. I do play Dragon Quest, so I was a little surprised, but I'm not Japanese, so I was just taking that. Oh no, I'm not getting mad at you for that. I'm just simply explaining my my point. You know, I know people love Devil May Cry music, but I don't think I like it as much as other people like it. Like, it's just like really like, you know, like metal and all that, and I don't have a like, I don't dislike metal and all that, but it's not my favorite type of music, I'll be honest, for video games. But I'm not a huge fan of DMC music. Like, I'm not like, and I think I almost lost it when DMC was I know like John, I think John like super like ratioed me because like I was like, wait a minute, why isn't Fire Emblem's music nominated over like what's going on here? I was like, oh well, DMC's is better. I think John said that. I'm like, better than Fire Emblem Three Houses? I'm like, this track is incredible. He's like, oh well, I know the name of this track, that's why it's better. And I was just like, and everybody agreed with it. I'm just like, man, whatever, you know. You know, I was like, man, whatever. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. Like, I know it's good, but I'm just not a fan of DMC music. And anytime that I have to do like a DMC, like I do a video on DMC because it's coming to Switch 2, like I have to listen to the music, and I'm just like, yeah, let me just let me just get something else. But I mean, it's there. I'll definitely take Bayonetta's music over DMC. Yeah, I'll give me Bayonetta. Yeah, yep. Bayonetta's music is more suave, but I think it fits like the attitude. DMC is more metal, just like it's just more of like upfront and like in your face, you know, type of music. Whereas Bayonetta is more smooth and like silky type of music, you know, because of the characters. So I think that each of their music fits the game. But yeah, if you ask me which one do I like more, I would say Bayonetta for sure. Earthbound soundtrack's okay. So, and you know, Nier Automata, another soundtrack where people say is incredible, and I've played the game and I just think it's okay. Like, it's a lot of chanting and ho 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 ho. It's like a lot of like chanting type music and stuff, you know. So I'm not as big on it, but I know people like it. But yeah, for me, not as much. Oh my god! Daily War. Varkster with the 100. Aussie. Oh my god, bruh, calm down. Varkster like crazy today. Or this week. Daily Warframe spam intake Elite Ninja Clan Dojo now has nearly 60 rooms built. It's getting pretty big. You should definitely invite your ninjas once you stream it to make it less of a ghost town. Dan Dips and I are not inviting anyone outside of the community. Okay, yes. Did you set? You sent me the invite to that, right, Varkster? Email? Are you on the Discord? We got to get you on the Discord too, so we can get that set up. Shout outs, man. Yes, I'll be joining. You guys all join up. We're gonna have it. Varkster, I know we talked about maybe next week on a day that we're gonna do, but yeah, we're gonna have like a Warframe day where we're gonna be playing, so it's gonna be a ton of fun. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Varkster, I'm gonna email you the Discord link, so you can. I'm not sure if you're already in or not, but I'm gonna email it to you as well, so you can get in on the voice chat and all that when we do play. Shouts to Varkster with the big 100. Aussie. Yo, let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Aussie boys, man. You guys are out there. Big 72 as well. Yo, let's go, man. I appreciate that, Varkster. Oh my gosh, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. What are we at? 172 now? Yo, I appreciate you, Varkster. Seriously, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, like always, bro. Like always, you are goated. Actually, no, I can't count. 170. Wait. 170, there we go. 170. Shout outs, man. You guys give some love to Varkster. Shout outs to Joe 9K. Shout outs to Varkster. Shout outs to the Elite Ninjas, man. Y'all make this stream go. So I can really focus on the real good videos and get you guys the live streams. Thank you guys so much for your support. Varkster, at the top of the board with the one under Aussies. Let's go. 72 on the board. Yo, we out here. Remember, we are unattractive because we are grown men gaming. Yes, I agree. We're very unattractive. We're very unattractive gaming. That's how I got my wife. She just deals with me, you know. She just deals with me, Varkster. You guys know this. Party man, if you want a wife, party man, stop playing video games. It's very unattractive. You know what was great though about that post on Twitter when that lady said that? Like, so many women went into there and was like, what are you talking about? Like, I like my husband playing games, or I like my boyfriend playing, or whatever. So it was great. No, OJ, Nier Automata OST goated. I just don't feel the same. I think Metaphor Refantazio stomps it. Like, legit, like, Metaphors sound like literally stomps it. Like, bar for bar, blow for blow. Metaphor. What track in... Let me ask you a question. Real quick to all the... And I know it's not just about one track, but... Let me ask you guys a question this right here. What track match in Shaw X in Nier Automata or Automata, what track hits like this? What track hits like Moore's theme? When you first, and I don't mean you just said, oh, I like the way that sounds. I mean the feeling that you get when you first walk into it and you see the black cat, you see the room, you see the long hair, you see everything that Moore is about. What track hits like Moore's theme in Nier? I don't think there is one, bruh. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't think there is one that hits. Now, I think the scope of the music, okay. Maybe you can say Nier. But do you feel like how you feel when you play Metaphor versus Nier, the music? I don't think you do, Shaw. I don't think you do. It's magical. Nier's soundtrack is not magical. It's just good. Y'all know the difference between a magical soundtrack and a good soundtrack? Nier's is just good. Metaphor, SMT, Persona, Xenoblade, Final Fantasy, those are magical. You feel like you're in a world of magic. Nier, you do not feel like you're in a world of magic or like magical. You just feel like it's good music. oh, this is just good music. That's what it feels like. It does not feel magical. And I've played Nier. I think the music, so it's good. I get it. It's nominated. It was nominated, but it does not feel magical. It just doesn't. This is Metaphor. This is Metaphor ReFantazia. It's when you first meet a very important character, but he helps you like with like certain upgrades and things like that, and like different classes and stuff. If you haven't played Metaphor, it's worth playing for the music alone. It's so good. It's so good. Nier has more range, but Metaphor is definitely more unique and there we go. That is it. Metaphor is unique. It stands out. It sticks in your brain. It makes you miss the game. I can listen to a Nier track and be like, all right, cool. Anytime I listen to a Metaphor track, I like get sentimental. I miss it. I feel like it's a part of the family. Obviously, I'm exaggerating here, but you guys know what I mean. I don't feel sentimental with the music in Nier. It's just good music. It's just good range, like you said, but it's not magical. It's not there. It doesn't make you tingle. It just makes you just say, okay, that's good music. Metaphor's music it's a whole nother vibe, bro. It's like the vibe is crazy. And you know how I know this? Anytime I play these games, my wife always like walks in and she hears the music. And when I know that it's something, because she's Nigerian, and you know Nigerians, they love their Afro beats, they love their certain types of weird instruments and music, right? I like that type of music too. She'll stop and ask me, oh, that's music. Now I played Nier when she was hearing all that, and she never stopped and said, oh, that music. She always just was like, oh, okay, just would talk to me about whatever she needed. But Xenoblade, Final Fantasy, Metaphor, those she would stop and talk to me about the music. She never stopped and talked to me about Astrobot or about any of these other games that have people say, oh, the music's great, or about like Death Stranding or anything. She never stopped and talked to me. My wife will always stop and talk to me on certain like magical or lit tracks. That's how I know the difference between just good music and lit or sauce. My wife will stop and talk to me. Remember, she's not a gamer. She's not really a gamer, so she doesn't know video game music like that. She doesn't listen to video game music, but she only stops to talk to me about the music when it's lit. That's what I noticed about her. Tails? Tails is not in this conversation. I'm sorry. Tails music? Yeah. No shots to the people that make the Tails music, to the composer. But yeah, Tails is like Temu Xenoblade or like Temu Final Fantasy music. It is not up to the level, in my humble opinion. Doesn't mean Tails music isn't good. There's definitely some good tracks in Tales of Arise, Tales of Berseria, Tales of Symphonia. There's a lot of it, but it's like, it almost seems like it's like the edgier version of Dragon Quest is corny, if that makes any type of sense. It's like, you got Corny 1 and then you got Corny 2, but Corny 2 is wearing like some sunglasses and a chain to try to act cool, but really isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not the original like Dragon Quest, so Dragon Quest is respected more. So no, man. No. What's up, Lucia? My mom could tell me when I was playing Xenoblade because of the music, one of the games she loved. Yeah, like my wife would always tell me, like when she first came here, when she first came here, it was Xenoblade 3. That was the game that I was playing, and she'd call it, it's like do no 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 no. That's like the menu music. She'd always do that. She's like, you're playing the dude, and she listened to all the different tracks and she'd talk to me about it, and it was so crazy. It was funny. It was funny, man. Let's see, Nier Automata music OST is magical. Nah, it's just good. It's just too much chanting. Too much chanting, too much ho, 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 ho. Like too much Santa Claus chanting and like too much ho, 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 chanting. Nah, it doesn't, because you can't be magical with just chanting like that, you know? You gotta put some vibe, you gotta put some flavor into it. And there is flavor, don't get me wrong, there's tons of range, but I don't know, man, there's something about it. It's good, but there's just something, bruh. There's just something. I don't know. Let's see, I've only played Persona 4 and 5 fully, and 3 I feel a certain way about each of the theme, and various tracks include this before the hype, and then you know it's good. Oh yeah, Persona music is up there. It's got all sorts of tingly sauce. It's definitely got all sorts of tingly sauce, 100%. Metaphor's got nothing on Doom Eternal's music. Y'all want a slightly offensive joke, or you guys want me to be PC OJ and not make it? I can make a slightly offensive joke here, Metal, or I can. You guys let me know. Let me know which way. What do y'all vote? I make the joke or I don't. I'm gonna let y'all vote on that one. Offensive, do it. OJ be getting ran up on like Chris Rock. I know I'm about to get smacked. Oh, it's not really offensive. No, it's not really offensive. It's just slightly offensive. All right, a lot of people's just saying, just do it. Okay. So Metal Forever, let me just tell you something right now. If you, and I know he's just joking, or maybe even if he's not joking, but I know whatever, I'm not taking it seriously. But if you think Metaphor got nothing on Doom Eternal, that's how I can tell. Like, anybody who thinks Doom Eternal's music is better than Metaphor, you're racist. There ain't no way. You're racist. Or you said some racist stuff, or you look at racist stuff, or like, there's something. Because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. I listened to racist. You've got to be racist. If you think that a shooter, Doom, is better, that's just racism, bruh. That's just right. That ain't actually, that's just like made in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't real. Like, okay, let's look at it track for track. I'm just messing with you though, Metal. And obviously, all joking aside, obviously, if you think it's better, that's fine too. It's got like a heavy metal soundtrack, right? So if you're into that type of music and you're into like the rip and tear, Doom music, then that's fine too. That's fine as well. That's also fine. So if you like it, that's cool. I'm just kind of joking. Let's see here, dude. I just like metal. Oh, I know. You also might not like the Civil Rights Act of 1960. You might just like Confederate flags. No, I'm joking. Okay, I'll stop. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking, fam. I'm just joking. Bravely Default music is fantastic. It's very good. It's very good. I went to a Persona concert in Yokohama. I love the Alice music. Shoji Meguro is goated. Yes, very goated. So, very goated. Try to win you over with the music instead of the solid gameplay. I mean, I see what you're saying for sure, but like most of the time, when music, I've never really played too many games where like the music is like goated, but the game is kind of trash. Now, some people might say that with Xenoblade. Fair if you think that, but like, usually when the music's goated, the game is good. Usually. I don't recall playing any games where like the music is goated and the game is trash. Like, I can't recall that. But there might be some games out there where like the music is goated and the game is trash. I think there's a game, I'm trying to remember what the game was though, that was like that. Oh god, there's a game, it's like an older game. I forgot what it was though. Where like the music is incredible, but the game just isn't very good. I forgot. What's going on here? I went to a Persona concert in Yokohama. Okay, yeah, shout outs. No, I'm just playing around, Metal. I'm just playing around. Nah, like I said, there's a lot of people that like the Doom, metal music. It is good though. It is. It fits the setting. Like, you're not gonna be listening to like, like Last Surprise, like in Doom. Like you're a big old dude shooting. Like, you're not gonna be listening to like, You know, Last Surprise in Doom Eternal. You know, that's not the type of music people want to listen to. They want like, oh, no, shooter. Oh! You want to listen to like that type of music. You don't want to listen to like Last Surprise, you know? So it's like, I get it, fam. I get it. Big muscles, yeah! Gatling gun. Like that's the type of like you need music that fits that, you know? You don't need Excuse me. Oh my god. Why am I sneezing? I'm nowhere near as funny as I'm laughing right now for. I don't know why. I went to sneeze. Give me a second. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, guys. My nose just started tripping. I'm sorry, I couldn't mute my mic in time. I think that's what it is. I think I've played out too many of this scenario where like I laugh about this stuff in my head. And like we finally talked about it on stream about shooters and the music. And my nose decided to not cooperate with me today. Or like yeah, I think I broke myself. Oh my gosh. I've never seen somebody laugh so hard. I think the laughing made me sneeze. I don't know what happened there. My eyes are getting spicy too because I'm having like spicy tears because you guys are making me laugh. I'm gonna blame you guys. You guys are making me laugh. Dior said big muscles. So some of y'all saying like stupid things that are making me laugh, bro. They tell me you didn't like Slayer in the Invincible episode. I didn't even know it was Slayer, bro. Like I legitimately didn't even know it was Slayer. And to be fair or to be honest, like that one black dude that does like the cameo. I didn't even. I mean, I heard the music, but I didn't even know it was them. I thought Invincible was great though. They use licensed music in Invincible like a lot sometimes. Doom and God of War music is goated and the games are trash. Wait, Doom and God of War music are goated but the games are trash? No, that's not true. No. I don't think God of War barely even has any music. Like, there's like, what, 22 tracks in God of War Ragnarok? But even like the old God of War games, like, those games, like the music, the gameplay is great. What are you talking about, bro? God of War games are trash? No, they're not. Euro train. You're scared. I might be scared. I'm scaring myself right now, man. I don't think Doom gameplay's bad either. Like, Doom to me is like Doom to me is like the impossible port game. Get your views and then like never play it again. That's what Doom is to me. I remember Doom Eternal. How is this possible? I played it like one time, then like never played it again. Played it like one time, bro. I was like, wow! Never played it again, bro. Never went back. Oh man. Okay, you trolling? All right, you trolling. I know you don't really like anime, but no, that's not true. I love anime. What are you talking about? You like anime? Yes. What do you mean I don't really like anime? Who says that? I love anime. I literally have. I got a freaking Metaphor Refantasia. That's anime style. I got a Naruto poster right here. That is anime. What else? What else do I got that's anime? I got like Smash Brothers isn't anime, but it's kind of like it in a sense or a way. There's anime type characters in there. I like Hunter x Hunter. I like Dragon Ball Z. I like Naruto. I like Yu Yu Hakusho. I like Tenchi Muyo. I like Rurouni Kenshin. I like Outlaw Star. I like all sorts of anime. I like Vampire Hunter D. I like Gundam Wing. There's all sorts of anime that I like. Let's see. I meant you don't watch a lot of anime? Well, I don't currently watch a ton of anime, but have I watched a lot of anime? Absolutely. I've watched I like My Hero too. My Hero as well. So I've watched a ton of anime in my life. I just currently don't watch a lot right now because I don't have the time. When my boy gets older and I get more time, or even like when I retire, like in the next 20 something years, like I'll watch way more anime like when I retire, you know? I just don't have as much time to sit around watching anime, you know? Is there a Nintendo game that can handle this kind of metal music? None. None at all. Hunter x Hunter hiatus, pretty much. What's the Netflix One Piece project? It's essentially a remake of the anime, but it's way quicker. They get through it way faster. It's called the Netflix series The One Piece. So essentially it goes back and it condenses the first arc all into from like 60 episodes or 50 episodes to like 7 episodes or something like that. So it's basically like Dragon Ball Kai or like Dragon Ball Z Kai or Dragon Ball Kai. It's basically like that, but like, you know, but with One Piece. So they're gonna cut out a lot of the fat with the with the anime. F-Zero. So Felipe, you're talking about goated music but trash gameplay, I don't think F-Zero's bad when it comes to the gameplay, but you know, I see where you're coming from with some of I see where you're coming from. I don't agree. Like 100%. But, you know. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Dark Synchron would hate you for that one, man. Dark Synchron. I remember I booted up, what was it? I booted up F-Zero GX. I was like, yeah, F-Zero, let me check it out. And I think I played like one race and I was like, nah. I think I saw, yeah, let me check it out. I'm like, and I'm just holding down the button. I'm just holding it and going like this. And I'm just like, and I'm just that's the game. You hold down the button, get the little energy, go back out. That's all you do. No, I like old school F-Zero, man. I used to play F-Zero like crazy. I thought the game was really good. Super Nintendo F-Zero, F-Zero GX. I played a lot of it. I'm not even gonna front. I played a ton. I thought it was really good. I thought it was fun. Like today's taste, what I like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What did you grow up playing at the arcade rooms, and were there many around you? Game J. I grew up playing arcade and NES, like arcade and NES. There wasn't many around me, but there was enough. What's up, Elias? If so, F-Zero returns with the new game, will you play 20 minutes of it? If F-Zero returns with the new game, I'll play a lot. To me, here's what F-Zero needs to do to make it better. F-Zero is dope, but what they need is I know they have like a customization in F-Zero GX, but they need like breakable parts and more customization with that. That's what I think F-Zero needs. It needs like some type of world, like, and I know F-Zero GX does have some of that, but they need a more in-depth single player mode with, like I said, upgradable, breakable type of parts that make the gameplay a bit more dynamic on the racing track. Like I said, it is dynamic, it is awesome. F-Zero GX has a lot of mechanics to how you race in things in like the single player mode. Don't get me wrong, it does have that, but I just like to see it take like the next step. Almost kind of like a little bit more like Gran Turismo. Not in the way that it plays, but like some of the customization that you can do in that game, like the in-depthness, and like to be able to, you know, get money and kind of like upgrade that type of way, have like more in-depth cutscenes in between in terms of some of the personal conflicts between some of the characters. So I like to see them, if they're gonna go in with, for me to be super excited about F-Zero again, like, then they're gonna have to do a bit more for me. Now, once again, if they don't and they just bring out a really good looking F-Zero game with great graphics and all that, I'll check it out. Like, I'll probably play it and I'll probably think it's okay. Like, I think most F-Zero games are okay to good. But am I like a huge fan of F-Zero anymore? No. Was I back in the day? Absolutely. The Super Nintendo F-Zero, just the regular F-Zero, I thought that game was awesome. I thought it was really good. Me and my brother and me, we played it all the time. We got F-Zero GX, I think, in like the late 90s, and we thought that was really good. That's kind of where I kind of fell off after that. That's where I fell off from F-Zero. I just fell off from it. I do like Mario Kart more than F-Zero. Yes, I do like Mario Kart more. But, you know, lots of people like Mario Kart more than F-Zero. That's obviously not a secret. F-Zero would come back, sell like crap, and get shelved again. I think they can make an F-Zero game that actually does well enough. Like, if you have, once again, you know, people thought that was what was going to happen with Kirby Air Riders, and Kirby Air Riders actually sold pretty decently, all things considered. So I think that if they make a new F-Zero game, I think they can definitely make it, you know, pretty good. But like, Kirby Air Riders is very in-depth. It's got a lot of characters. It's got a lot of different modes. It's got like a lot of things. Like, that game has like crazy amounts of content, so it was worth the buy for many people, you know, for millions of people. So I think it's probably like about 2 million units sold or something like that. So for Kirby Air Riders, that's good. Obviously, Kirby Air Riders is not a massive franchise. Like, the first game on the GameCube, what sold barely 1 million or something like that? Not even that. So in arcade, I grew up playing Double Dragon, Street Fighter. Let's talk about that game. Oh, Street Fighter 1, yeah. Spy Hunter, Narc, TMNT, X-Men, WWF WrestleFest, Outrun. Yeah, those are all great arcade games. From Software got the best soundtracks for Western RPGs. And that's a Japan studio. Yeah, that's like not saying much though. That's like, oh yeah, man, I stepped in Dookie. Well, I stepped in like Super Dookie. It's like Dookie and Super Dookie, like they're. I don't mess with From Software music at all. Like, at all. I don't think it. That's a low bar, man. But listen, if you say that online on Twitter, you'll have all the PC schizos and all the people come out. No. Like, I saw one tweet from YouTube super guy, what is he, Legendary Jobs, where he was quote tweeting what the Strauss Zelnick guy said about GTA. This is the post where I talk about the PC people, where they got angry at GTA, and because they said that PC is not their main base, which is like, I get it, because I mean, obviously Grand Theft Auto sold a lot on PC, but when it comes to like weekly revenue from shark cards, Xbox and PlayStation do better than PC. But anyway, regardless of that, you know, PC people got upset with that, and he was like, oh, well, yeah, the modern split, and I think he's a big YouTuber on here, but he's like, yeah, he's like, well, most modern games, the split is 70-30, consoles to PC. And I'm like, 70-30 for most modern games? No, it is absolutely not 70-30 split. Like, this is what I'm talking about. PC schizos, they PC people think that everything is just them. Nobody buy 70-30 for PC games to come. No, it's not. It is not a 70-30 split. He deleted that tweet. Yeah, I think he deleted that tweet because I was trying to find it so I can pull it up right now, and I couldn't find it. Of course he deleted it because that was BS. He even had Spawnwave coming in saying, hey, nah, man, hold up here. I knew he deleted that tweet. And that's what I'm talking about, like a PC. Okay, thank you, because I didn't know how much in I was gonna go right now, but the fact that he deleted it lets me go, say that I can go all the way. I can kind of go in on this, bro. This is what I'm talking about with PC schizos, man. They don't care about anything unless it's about them. There are a million games that are on PC that cater to PC, where that's the main base. And it's okay. When they don't get something, it's the world is ending. This is why PC schizos hate Nintendo so much. Because they don't get some of their games, the world is ending. Nintendo does not get a lot of games that are on PC that could run on the Switch or Switch 2. There's a lot of stupid games that don't have great graphics that are on PC that are not on Switch. They don't care. They don't campaign for that. It's only when they don't get what they want that they sit there and throw temper tantrums and make videos and make tweets and delete the tweets because he's trying to sit there and say that it's a 70-30. Who gave him that stat? Remember, this is a big YouTuber. Shout out to Legendary Drops. He goes on rants about stuff. His rants are epic. You know what I'm saying? But as somebody who's a big YouTuber that people listen to, that has a lot of followers, why would you just make up a stat? That makes no sense. Why would you make up a stat about sales? There has been nothing, nada. There is no data that shows that most modern games have a 70-30 split from console to PC. No. Maybe like The Witcher, a PC schizo game. But most modern games, like Capcom, for example. So you're telling me that Resident Evil is 70% PC? No, it's not. What about all the people buying it on PS5? You're trying to tell me that Monster Hunter Stories 3, which is a modern game, that's 70% PC? No, it's not. Most of it's on Nintendo. You're trying to tell me that Pragmata, another modern game, that it's a 70-30 split, where Capcom specifically mentioned the Nintendo Switch 2 as a driver, and where we saw the Steam DB? Not saying that Steam DB, and I'm gonna get that dono in just a bit, but I'm not saying that Steam DB is like the like where it shows all the sales. But we saw the peak, 55, 60K. The game sold 1 million units in 2 days. You're trying to tell me that 70% of that was on PC? That's what I'm talking about. PC schizos, man. They just throw out stuff and hope it sticks because they think that they're superior than everybody. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, I'm glad that he deleted the tweet because it was stupid. Shout outs to Varkster with the 10. Aussie. What's up, the cool guy? Oh man, I must have to get your opinion on Souls games, lore. All I ever hear how good Souls lore is. What's your take? I'm not a fan. Since we here hating on Western game music, let me request Warframe, Tethra Jahak. I can't even say that correctly. Okay. Warframe has some dope tracks though. I will say Warframe has some good music. They've got a little bit of, Japanese flair in them because, it's like ninjas and stuff like that. So, they got a little bit of flair in them. Shout outs. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Varkster, like always, thank you for the big $7. The Aussie. Let's go. 177 on the board. 79. Anybody? I don't think anybody's going to be able to do 79. If you do 79, I'm going to give it my man, Varkster. On the board. Ayo, let's go. Appreciate that, Varkster. The only game that's 70-30 is maybe Marathon, and that game isn't even doing well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get the Sonic Crossworlds game. I heard it's the best racing game and it was $70. Yeah, that's definitely not 70-30 split for like that. So it's like, I'm glad he deleted the tweet, but I wish he left it up so I could have told you guys exactly what he said. But 70-30 split on most modern games? That's cap. So you're trying to tell me that Metaphor ReFantazio was a 70-30 split on PC? No, it wasn't. You're trying to tell me that Shin Megami Tensei 5 was a 70-30 split? No, it wasn't. You're trying to tell me that, what else? What else other modern games that came out recently? I don't know. What was Doom Eternal? You trying to tell me Doom Eternal was 70-30 split? I don't know if it was. I don't know about all that. We always hear PC gamers pirating console games, but we never hear about jailbroken consoles and gamers pirate PC slop. PS5 has been jailbroken. It runs all PC, but there's no good PC. Hey, yo, Pamon, I see you on the front lines with that one too. Pamon be blasting people on Twitter. He be blasting people with facts, man. I love your tweets, dude. Your tweets are great. 70-30 split for modern games. That's cat. Gave no examples either. He gave no examples. Still waiting on that Digimon review too. I don't know if you ever did that Digimon review. How about Digimon? Digimon sold 1 million units worldwide, right? You trying to tell me that 70% of that was on Steam, on PC? I call Cap. Complete garbage. Most modern games. Like what? PC schizo games. It's only stuff, it's like World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's got a 70-30 split. I don't think there's even a console version. 100 split. PC schizo. That's the only type of games that's 70-30 split. PC schizo games. The Witcher. Cyberpunk. Well, Cyberpunk, it's kind of like a PC schizo game. It's like half PC schizo. It's like a hybrid. It's it's a half PC schizo game. You know? Foam Star's OST at the trailers were so good. I thought the game was might be good multiplayer, but flops. Yeah, it was pretty floppy. He says, "Who is the PC schizo? Who said that?" Legendary drops. Legendary drops. He's like a big content creator on YouTube. He like just rants about stuff. Valve PC's always good, great. Nintendo's evil. Big corporations are bad. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is the greatest game ever. Valve is the best. I love Gaben. Nintendo's bad. EA sucks. Microtransactions. AAA games suck. That's the type of, stuff, like content that he does. Like I said, it's good content. People like it. He's one of the biggest gaming content creators on the platform. So I'm not gonna hate on that. It's just it's like Gaben's the best, Valve's the best, payment processors, stop killing games, that type of stuff. The 70-30 split on PC is people pirating the game versus buying 70-30 pirate. Yeah, I don't say pirate versus buy it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, marathon, but I mean, he said modern games. He didn't just say one game or here or there. He said modern games. So what are all the modern games that are coming out? All the modern games that Resident Evil. That's not a 70-30 split. I don't think that's a 70-30 split. Not with PS5. A lot of games on PS5 sell well. Like a lot of the big, AAA third-party games, like PS5 is like the main base for those games. For like a lot of the third-party stuff. PC's a big base for those too. I'm not gonna sit here in front act like it's not. It is. It's definitely a big base for some of these games. But if you're talking about it in general, it's not a 70-30 for most modern games. That's cat. Especially from Japanese developers. It's definitely not a 70-30 split. So let's see. I think hating microtransactions is kind of a low-hanging fruit. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what he says every time. I'm just saying that's just the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's Valve. They can do microtransactions. That's okay. Counter-Strike is okay, or whatever. Counter-Strike skins, that's okay for the most part. That's okay. Because it's Valve. Not having stock of your controllers and running out near instantly and having bad payment processing and all that, that's also okay too, Valve. Cut them some slack. Nintendo, artificial scarcity. Valve, oh my God, so many people wanted it. And, oh my gosh, people are, it's such a good product. People are just rushing. Like they're just doing their best. You know, Nintendo, artificial scarcity when they run out. You know, if there's that. So. Let's see. The problem with PC now is the high-end video cards are now $2 to $3K just for the card. It used to be $600 to $700. It's just so affordable. The hardware, yeah. No, not having physical games is not anti-consumer because Valve is so good because you can take the game. You can play it offline. You can let a friend borrow it. So no physical games. That doesn't matter. That's not a big deal. That doesn't matter. That's not important. It's not important. Yeah. How many pieces would be required for customization of the F-Zero game? Under chassis, engine, side bumpers, top of the hood, maybe like aerodynamics, back, tail, muffler type thing, like booster type thing. So like what? 6 or 7? 6, 7? I'm glad I own everything and just play whatever I want. Only problem is that I don't have the time to play everything I buy. And welcome to being an adult. Yeah, that's pretty much the trash about being. I can afford what I want. I can get what I want, but I have no time to play anything. That is it. That is it, man. I have to agree. Never understand why a grown man make false info. Yeah. Do you think the Mario Kart World will ever get DLC? I thought it would get it a year ago. Well, I mean, the game wasn't out a year ago. The game came out on June. It was a launch title on June 5th. So you thought it would get it at launch. But yeah. Yeah, I'll get DLC at some point. Yo, what's up, Card Fight? Welcome. Do you think I already read that. I own everything too. I got a PC. I got a 3080. It's not the best card in the world, but it's not a bad card. I got Xbox Series. I got PlayStation 5. I got a PS5 Pro. I got everything. The thing is that sucks is that about my 350 game collection on Switch 2. Oh, you're counting Switch 1 games too. Okay, yeah. I will never have enough time to play all this stuff I bought. There's no way. Yeah. That's why I say play what makes you happy. Play what you feel is like the reason why you started playing games. Don't just play just what everyone else thinks is good. Don't play what, and like I said, to me the worst advice you can do is listen to like super popular content creators on games, man. The thing that I stopped listening to PCs. I used to listen to PC schizos. Believe it or not, there was a time when I listened to PC schizos. There was a time that I listened to big AAA PlayStation gamers. There was a time that I looked into it. And now I don't even think about it. I don't even think, like, I watch all those guys. Like, I watch, people talk about games. Like, I watch my homies that are into PlayStation, like Mystic Ryan, or like all these people. Like, I watch, or Xbox, like, the Xbox 2 podcast. But I don't like when they start talking about I should play this. That's when I just go like, I just tune out. It just goes in one ear and out the other. I don't listen because I know that if I'm gonna play something, like, I'll see the gameplay. And like, oh, everybody go play Forza. It's like the greatest. And like, I play it, and it's like, okay, it's a racing game with some cool RPG stuff. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't grab me. So I don't really listen to nobody at the end of the day when it comes. Like, I don't listen to these people because, like I said, it could kill my enjoyment for games. So I just listen to my eyes. I listen to my eyes, and I listen to what you guys say, because some of you guys have the same taste as me. So if you guys say, hey, OJ, like, I checked out this game, it was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me see that. Let me check that game out. Maybe I'll check it out, right? So, or people that I know, if you like what I like, then I'm more inclined to listen to, like, something that, if you, like, suggest something. Like, if you like Xenoblade, or if you like Fire Emblem, or if you like Metaphor, and then you make a recommendation, or you say something, and then I'll listen. I mean, I'll listen to you even if you don't like those games and you just come to hang out. But am I more inclined to play, like, if you suggest something and you don't like what I like? I'm more inclined to just be like, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. We'll see, But like, I've watched trailers of games that you guys tell me to watch that I know people that are like, hey, OJ, this is a pretty cool game. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out, But I don't listen to just, like I said, I don't listen to people that are just into like stuff because they're gonna just steer you into stuff that's trash, And I say the same thing for people that watch this. Like, if you don't gotta play what I like. If you don't find Xenoblade and find Fire Emblem, if you don't find these games lit or saucy for you, then don't play. Who cares what I say? What I say is irrelevant. I'm just a speck I'm just a speck in this large world. I'm no more important than anybody else, you know? So it's about total pieces, 67, that's manageable. So basically total altogether would be 60 unlocking pieces. Well, not 60 total on any one car, but just like, yeah, there'd be like, maybe there's 60 to 70 different parts or something like that. New Smash Bros. Game, we need it now. I'd like a new Smash Bros. Game, yeah. I use my Xbox as a footrest, OJ. Oh, that's not good. You missed an important one. There's a time when you listen to IGN, then grifting, and then them grifting for PC Hells. Oh, well, some of their opinions are worse. There was a time. I listened to IGN, and I didn't buy Lost Odyssey because of what IGN said. And when I finally played Lost Odyssey in 2010, I said I'll never listen to IGN again, and that was the end of me ever listening to IGN ever again for anything. I never based a purchase off of what IGN said since 2010. That was the last time that I ever seriously took what they said about a game, whether I'm going to buy it. Now, do I take the people that work there seriously? Absolutely. Have I collaborated with them? Absolutely. Do I take their opinions? You know, sure, they're entitled to their opinions, but will I ever, like, after a review of theirs, will I ever actually play a game based off of, play or not play a game based off their review? Absolutely not. Never again. I don't care how right or wrong they are. I'll never base anything that I do ever on any website, not even just IGN. There's not a single website that I'll ever base what I feel. I'll look at the gameplay, I'll get opinions from you guys, I'll watch, you know, I'll hear what, you know, Spawncast people have to say, like I'll hear what John has to say, or, you know, what Mystic Ryan, or what maybe Radic, or, you know, back like when Miss Click was on there, or like RGT, or I might listen to my homies. Well, maybe not RGT, I might not listen to what he has to say when it comes to RPG. No, I'm joking. But when it comes to certain stuff, I listen to my homies and I listen to people that I'm more closer with first. People that kind of get a vibe of who I am and what I like. But I'll never listen to really magazines or anything like that. I'm not going to do all that. OJ, what's your favorite PC-only game? I don't know. What are some of the best PC-only games? Then I can give you guys my thoughts. I don't play PC-only games, though. So give me some great PC-only games. Shout outs to Varkster though, man. Thank you for the Aussies. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, V? Welcome. How you doing today, young lady? Good to see you here, like always. Shout outs. Good to see you here. I don't know if it's if that's a hot take, but I don't really care about reviews because I know how much I'll enjoy something just from looking at it. It's like, it's not really a hot take what I said, but it's like people do base their purchases off of reviews and stuff. Like, that's why I still go over Metacritic stuff, because Metacritic's actually important. A lot of people might buy a game or not buy a game based off a Metacritic score, which is, like I said, weird, but it is a thing. Did all the Nintendo guys leave IGN because the way they're pushing the hate in those articles is wild? No, the Nintendo peeps are still there. But the reason why they're making those articles because it was getting traffic. It's not because they actually think it's going to be correct or they think it's going to be right. They're doing that because it gets traffic. Because talking like that will get you views and get you money. It's the same thing like we see with grifters on here on YouTube. Grifters on YouTube, they're not saying what they're saying because, you know, they think that they're going to be right. They're saying what they're saying because they know they can make money off of it, you know? Chris, Colin, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Counter-Strike, Half-Life, World of Warcraft, or Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer, I don't know. Command & Conquer is on consoles. I played Command & Conquer on the PS1, so I'm pretty sure that's on consoles, and even maybe like a 360 or PS3 Command & Conquer. There is a StarCraft on N64, right? But I guess not all the StarCraft games are on there. Warcraft, yeah, that's not on consoles, right? Half-Life... Half-Life is on, like, isn't like the orange box, that's on console. Counter-Strike, I don't think Counter-Strike is on console. Wasn't there a Counter-Strike on console that they make one of them? But anyway, I know what you're trying to say. My favorite PC schizo or PC exclusive type thing, maybe Counter-Strike? I don't know. I'm not sure. What's up, the Great Wow? Welcome. They did Counter-Strike on PS3. I thought there was a Counter-Strike game on console. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Hey, what's up, Metal Wolf Tense? I know you've been here for a while. What's good? Fire types is block all grifters. Fire type. Why should we block all grifters, in your opinion? What is the reason to block all grifters? What's the best reason to do that? To block all the grifters. Let me know in the chat why. Why we should. Would custom paint instead of it looking like a blank machine when it comes together? Would you want to see it as a finished, put together car with the pieces on there, molded? Maybe like custom paint jobs and stuff too, if you want, right? I put an ungodly amount of hours on CS when I was younger. That game was unplayable with the controller on the game mechanics level, so the port was probably not great. Oh yeah. I never played Counter-Strike on console. Like, I think I played it a little bit on PC because my brother had it at one point, but I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly everything with that game. So what's this? Roses of the Abyss. Alright, we'll just actually no. That's too long. Here we go. Best PC game I played was Spore. That game was where you started as a cell, then became a spacefaring race. I heard about that game. That game was so hyped, and people thought it was gonna be like the second coming, but it ultimately ended up not being exactly what people wanted, right? But like it ended up just being okay. Yeah, I remember they used to advertise that game so much in the magazines back then. I used to love the magazines, like with the different stuff. I mean, what exclusives are left on PC that aren't MMOs and prawn games? I don't know. There's definitely PC exclusives, though. There's definitely PC exclusives for it. I just don't know. I don't know the games that are like Banana and stuff like that, right? But have you ever been curved because you play games? I sort of have. Yeah. Before I got married, there was this girl that I went out with, black lady. We went out to dinner, and she seemed to like me a lot, like when we spoke beforehand. But when I told her what I do, she seemed to not be excited anymore. So, but there was only really one girl. Like most of the girls that I dated before I got married, they were super cool with like my games and stuff like that, and actually wanted to play games. Like I don't recall, like it was like one out of all the ones that I dated before my wife. So yeah, like they were, like I said, I went out with, oh my god, like after I got out of a previous relationship that I was in, like I dated for like a couple years or so. And so there's a lot of different girls, and they were all cool. Like, every single one of them were cool at games. Like there was none of them that were like, oh no, it's like lame or anything like that. Like didn't like it or had a problem with me playing. Like I said, only one girl, but all the other ones were cool. OJ, yes, the original 2005 build was so much better, more ambitious. Okay. Would a custom pilot be too much, or would it be necessary? Custom pilot might be kind of cool. Just saw multiple intending tweets. It's so obvious he's scrapping for attention. We gotta block him. I feel you, fire type. I feel you. Some indie games by small devs are PC only. Yeah. Top 3 favorite home consoles and handhelds. Might need to make a video on that. But definitely Switch 1, Switch 2, PS2, GameCube, Super Nintendo, 3DS, DS was good, Game Boy. Like, there's a lot of good ones. PS Vita was okay. So says you get curved because of video games, Shaw X, for real? I do think the big perk about PC gaming is modding communities. You can make games like Skyrim infinitely more packed with content. Yeah, that's true. I think that's also good. That's also really good. I'll be honest, I'm just too lazy, Varkster. Like, I love video games, but I don't think I like video games that much, you know, to go through all that. Like, I just think I'd rather just move on to the next game. But yeah, it's definitely cool for like, people that like get into it for sure. I used to glaze the GameCube, but I realized it's a weaker compared to PS2. Not power-wise, no. Game library-wise, yeah, PS2 has a bigger game library. But power-wise, no, the GameCube's stronger. Well, I'm with you. I'm also lazy. I spent hours modding Skyrim, never playing the final outcome. It was a kind of... Yo, look at all this cool stuff that I did, but yeah, you know what? Not actually gonna play it. I meant the exclusives that are left on PC that aren't MMOs or pro games. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, there's definitely PC-only games, but I don't know what those ones are. Previous song gives me nostalgia for the wait screen you had starting the stream in the old days. Oh yeah, the Strange Sunset Street Fighter Gals theme. I don't pursue relationships anymore. I'm sure there's one out there, but I'm living for myself. Hey man, sometimes you got to do that. That's true. Nothing wrong with that, man. Just doing what you're doing. OJ, yeah, I had one who didn't like it, but she felt bad for wasting my time. And she said and asked me to come over to make it up. I declined. LOL, true story. Oh man, y'all meeting some weird girls out there. But I mean, like, ask her, like, the next time if that happens, be like, okay, well, like, I find watching reality TV unattractive. Most women be like, they start malfunctioning if you tell them about that, because they love the reality TV. Who makes up all the freaking audience of watching Kardashians and watching the Bachelor and all these other shows that are just seems like wasted time to me? That's not attractive. Sitting there salivating over somebody else 24/7 like that for what? You know? So you can say the same thing about what they like too. You know? My son is upset about something. I don't know what he's upset about, but he's right by my door, and he's right next to my door, and he's like, I don't know what he's upset about, but he's upset about something. He's upset about something, bro. He's mad and coming to tell you about it. Yeah, there's times when he's just like, over there, no, yes. I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not good. Oh, I'm sorry, son. Yeah. There's times when he's just explaining what he's trying to say, but he. Oh man. Mods are necessary, to be honest. Monster Hunter Wilds only works properly with mods. I know the best way for Monster Hunter Wilds, I think the best way to fix it is to not play the game. That's my way of fixing it. Don't play. Play something else. That's a way to fix it right there. If you just nod, he'll sit there and he'll say you're not responding. Like he'll be like, you're not responding back to me. So I gotta say okay. I gotta say yeah. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, I understand. That milk wasn't tasting as good as it usually tastes, huh? Okay. Oh, yep. Tell me about it. Milk again? Oh my gosh. Graham crackers again? Oh my good. Oatmeal again? Oh my goodness. It's just tough being a baby these days, huh? It's really difficult. Let's see here. Well, you did play Rebirth with those popping issues. That wasn't my problem with Rebirth, bruh. My problem with Rebirth was Chattily. Hi, Cloud. Oh, yeah, I got everything here. Point Dexter, damn Dexter's Lab knockoff reject Timu. Bro, that's the problem. I didn't have a problem with no popping up. Pop up don't do anything. Chadley, they have stupid mini games. There's a bunch of fluff in the game, bro. It just, that's why. It wasn't because pop up or popping in. Who cares? So a damn tree pops up or some grass pops up when I walk towards it. Oh well. Am I talking to the grass? Does the grass involve anything with gameplay? No, it doesn't matter. So that wasn't my issue. Pop up, pop in, or pop up. Who cares? It's Chadley, bruh. That nerd Chadley, and like I said, the stupid mini games. Playing this dumb mini game where it's like Cloud and it's like people on a chess. It's like a war game. That game sucks. I hate that game. I know I said that I liked it at first, but no, I lied. I hate that game. Game sucks. The mini games suck. Stupid chocobos flying through things. That chocobo flying game sucks too. I got tired of all the BS. Yes, I played Dragon Quest. Okay, the card game is good. The Queen's Blood or whatever. Okay, that's a good game. That's actually a good game. But a lot of the other mini games suck. By the way, OJ, did you want me to become a member just so you invite me to Discord? Nah, you don't have to. I'll email you the. You've already bought like a lifetime membership to Discord with the support that you have. So no, it's all good. I'll just email you it. That's the least I can do, brother. I'll email you the Discord. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand love movies like Hallmark. I got one word from them: boring. Also, Hallmark is too predictable. Looks like they have a budget. Okay, you watch Hallmark movies? I don't watch them, so I don't really know too much about it, but I know what you're talking about. If you were a PC schizo, I'm a Nintendo schizo, right? I'm a Nintendo fanboy bootlicker schizo. So I'm just we're all schizos in one way. We'd be mad about popping unless you were playing the Steam Deck, then it's all forgiven, right? Yeah, pretty much. That's literally people online is like, oh, look at that Switch feels, it looks so good. It runs like Dookie on Steam Deck. Oh, well, it's Steam, it's gaming. It's okay. Good. That's literally people online, bro. Literally. The Port of Sicilian with the 5 says, what if you get your gaming and relationship advice from low tier god DSP Wings of Redemption and Boogie 2988? My relationship advice? Well, I mean, if I did, then I'd have to definitely get like a divorce lawyer because I might be going through one of those if I got it from them, you know. So I'd definitely be going through one of those. And by the way, if anybody clips and wants to, I should have said this earlier. I'm still waiting for any of these PC schizos. I'm still waiting for Banana Dude or any of these PC schizos to drop by. You know, because they don't like what I say. They call me bootlicker. They call me names. I'm still waiting for you guys to drop by. I'm still waiting for that debate. I'm still waiting to catch that smoke from many of you guys. They all went running. None of them want to talk to me. They're all scared. You know what I'm saying? They're all scared to talk about video games. So I'm still waiting for that smoke from many of you guys. Big content creators only. 10,000 subs, 5,000 subs and up. That's not really a big content creator, but I need somebody with some type of credibility. So if you get cooked, it looks bad on your channel. I can't be having randos on here that have nothing to lose coming here like, yeah, I'm debating you, OJ. Come here, act debating like damn near two stupid dogs. Debating like damn near from two stupid dogs, bro. Debating like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. I'll debate. Debating like Dumb and Dumber. Coming here, don't know anything, bro. Ask them something. Well. It's the big show. They don't even know what the hell they talking about, bro. Coming here, don't know anything. I ain't debating randos no more. Anybody that got some subs, got some content, come through. Email me, DM me on Twitter if you can. Email me. I'm here if you want to debate the Nintendo stuff. So What is this song? Why is it so familiar? This is Street Fighter EX3 Sakura Mankai. I play the music all the time. That's why it's familiar. All right, take it easy, Deborah. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thoughts on Kinitsugami, Path of the Goddess? I was deployed when the game came out and missed the reception. It's okay. It's solid. I don't like the 40 FPS thing on Switch 2. That should have been a 60 FPS game, but it's all right. Yo, what's up, Monkey D. Luffy? Forever. Yo, we know. I think you're a One Piece fan, right? Yeah. Of course. What's up, Ace Yamaguchi? I like Hallmark Period. I said that because I understand many ladies love the romance movies. Not me. Oh, okay. I feel you on that one, man. I feel you on that one. Thank you. Headed to bed. All right, shout outs, man. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming, that we out here tonight, guys. Let's go. Thank you for the support, like always. You guys are goated. Give me 1 second. Let me put this up here. I don't need 2 of those. Okay, cool. We're going to take questions, too. The next 30 minutes, we're going to have questions. Tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all your lovely questions, boys and girls. So shout outs. Appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have been goated tonight. 182, also going further than beyond. Also, we got a platinum and a half. Let me play the notifications. I'm being lazy today. Notifications, limit break. We got to play that platinum and a half. Let's go. Let's see here. Yo, big love to A. Clark. Yo, what up, A. Clark? Oh my god, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Finally got it. My Switch 2 and holy upgrade at 60 FPS. Yes, sir. Let's go. Foam Stars OST is great, but the game is trash. Splatoon copy. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we were talking about games that have good OSTs, but trash game. Yeah, Foam Stars is one of those. OJ, would you play Half-Life 3 if it was a Steam exclusive? Maybe. I'm gonna play like with a PC Schizo hat on. Like a Valve gate, like a fedora that has like a Valve, like a circular Valve logo on it. That's what I would do. And I'd be like, well, whenever I play. Then I let people know that I'm playing it on my PC. I gotta let people know. I'm like, hey guys, I'm playing it on my PC. Because, you know, Valve. You know, we gotta let them know. A lot of PC schizos want to strangle me. They're just like Bart Simpson. I ain't never seen people so mad over somebody talking about video games more than last year, bro. PC schizos were going ham on Twitter, man. They be going crazy. All you gotta say is like, I like Nintendo. All of a sudden, they just start coming out. They start jumping down like the Ninja Turtles, like Teenage Mutant. They start with weapons. Start jumping down like Bionic Commando. They start swinging on grappling hooks. Bionic Commando. They start coming up out of the sewers. No, that's all you gotta say, bro. Just say one thing. They start, you can emulate it on PC. They just start coming out of nowhere, man. And I say, well, you can't emulate Switch 2. Then all of a sudden, hyper. Just start twitching and start. You can't. Well, not. Well, that's because they just start hyperventilating when you say that, bro. Not yet. You said that last year. What happened, fam? It's been a year. Y'all told me, and I'm just doing this just because I'm having fun. We pretty much exhausted our topic, so low hanging fruit, PC schizos. Y'all told me. Y'all told me that there was going to be a hack. Y'all told me that y'all were going to be hacking and playing Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza on your Steam decks. That's what y'all told me. Y'all told me y'all were going to be playing that. What happened? What happened with that? This is the type of day that I like Felipe being here because he gets me started on stuff. But we got nothing else to talk about. And Felipe just be being instigating for no reason. You can do it now, Felipe. Go ahead. Say a bunch of controversial stuff. Whether it's for Nintendo, against Nintendo, or whatever. I like. Go ahead. Just say it. No, it's actually. I'm just joking. I'm just joking around. Why is the PC Nintendo's natural enemy? It doesn't make sense. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. How dare you? How dare you trade in the almighty Steam Deck? Oh yeah! The almighty Steam Deck. Through thick and thin, it's helped me be a man and let me know that I'm a macho man playing Steam Deck. Oh yeah! The almighty Steam Deck. How dare you trade it in? It's just their natural enemies, man. It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling. It's a scripted but very real dance between these two. So that's really what it comes down to, bro. That's what it comes down to. Is the combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake similar to Crisis Core Remake combat? There's some similarities, but no, because Crisis Core you're mainly fighting by yourself, whereas FF7 Remake, you're fighting in like a team. But there's some similarities, yes, some, but not like a ton. Oh yeah. Y'all didn't know I had like a ghetto budget Macho Man, huh? I haven't pulled out the Macho Man in a long time, but like I said, I'm still waiting. I'm just instigating though. I want one of these PC schizos to actually come through on a debate. I haven't been able to get them. I've been clipped a million times. They just talk ish from over there. They don't come around here anymore. They don't. They just talk to me like, I got mind control over OJ. When he here, I don't say nothing. But when he leave, I be talking again. Like, why don't you just come talk to me here? No, I'm good, man. No, I'll make a video instead. You know. Let's see here. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. How are you liking Romancing Saga? I think it's solid. I already played the game on PS5 before. I did a sponsored video for it, so it's good. But now I'm playing it on Switch too, so it's pretty good. Let's see. Did you see that there might be a Princess Peach movie? I don't think I saw that. But I don't think anything's off the table when it comes to like Mario or Zelda or stuff like that, right? Might take your advice and give earlier game funk by playing Pokemon Legends ZA. The gameplay was very good when I played it. Yeah, it's very fun. I mean, getting through the game, it might be a little bit of a slog to get through the game, but it really kind of opens up about halfway or so, like about like 30-40% way in. It opens up a lot more. So it does open up a lot more once you the more you keep playing. And like I said, the ending sequence is phenomenal. Very good ending sequence. Very, very, very good ending sequence, you know? Very good. The PC versus Nintendo thing feels like BS. It's not real. It's not real. Felipe, it's actually not real. It's not. The only reason why we talk about it here is because of last year and what PC schizos were doing. But in the grander scheme of things, is it real? No. But the reason why it's talked about so much is because PC people will always talk about emulation on PC devices, about Nintendo games. So they don't shut up about it. They'll always show their title screens. Anytime there's a game that comes out, they'll show their title screens, they'll show their PCs, they'll show their Steam Decks. And I think that's the reason why like, being honest here, why is there like a PC versus Nintendo thing? I think it's because of Steam Deck. Steam Deck and emulation has caused this PC versus Nintendo thing. And the fact that Nintendo goes after emulators, which are mainly on PC, right? And the whole, Power World. Power World is most popular on PC, and of course, Nintendo went after, Power World. So I think really it's because of the really like the 3%ers, the hardcore fans, and like the stuff that happens between both sides, the taunting between both sides. But a lot of it is PC people taunting and putting up posts about pirating or emulating stuff. So I think that's really what it comes down to. Might take. Do you find it hard to believe that the next week marks the Tears of the Kingdom's 3rd anniversary and flew by faster than Breath of the Wild? I don't remember Breath of the Wild's 3rd anniversary, even though that was like, 2020? That was COVID year, so everything was messed up. But no, it makes sense. Tears of the Kingdom does feel like it was a while ago to me. But yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Mini Shoot Adventures is really good. Zelda twin stick shooter indie game. Yeah, I've heard about it. John talked about it quite a bit. I'm thinking about it. I'll probably pick it up at some point. I'm thinking about passing on the new Yoshi game and Splatoon games because they don't really look like they're for me. Man, 50 to 60 physical is enticing. Any advice? Wait for the reviews to come out and see if it looks good to you, like once the actual games come out. They haven't really showed too much of each one. But, I mean, if you're into Splatoon, like, let's just say if you're into Splatoon's raid mode, or not raid mode, their salmon run, then Splatoon Raiders will be for you. If you're not, then no. Then it's not for you, then don't get it. Jack says, I get Roger. Okay, you're still spamming the same thing, Jack. I heard what you said before. You said that like 2 hours ago when we talked about it. I see what you're saying, man. But, like, let the man live his life, bro. Let the man live his life. He likes what he likes. I don't think he's like. I think all the sponsorships or whatever he does take, it's gonna be based off stuff that he likes. I don't think he gets something, Jack, that he does. He gets a sponsorship for stuff that he doesn't like, and says, "Oh, let me talk about something that I don't like." I don't think he does that, because like all the sponsorships that I see him get, it's all stuff that he likes. It's all like One Piece, or it's all like anime stuff or whatever, So. Let's see here. Did you have a lot of games on the Wii U's AK Virtual Console? And also, how did you feel about some of the WiiWare games? Yeah, I had a lot, and they're okay. WiiWare games are forgotten. Yeah, for the most part. I do remember a few games, like World of Goo. That was a game that I played a lot. And then also, like, I think Spirit, something like a little dude, like, had, like, wind or whatever. There was, like, the Castlevania game that was on there. Mega Man. There's, like, a few different games that I thought were good on WiiWare. But yeah, mainly they're forgotten for the most part. FOMO will do you wrong. Buy the games and years go by, you still haven't played them. That's what happens. PC Schizos be like super fighting banana, super fighting banana man, super fighting banana man. He's fighting to save the Steam Deck. Team lost his office. He's fighting to save the world. Fighting to save the Valve, the Gavin. Oh man, shout outs, bro. I have serious FOMO for Neo Geo AES. I don't have any affinity for the Neo Geo. I didn't play it like that back then, so I don't have any like nostalgia for it. If they made like a Super Nintendo with full cartridges though, I'd have way more nostalgia for that. Or if they made like a GameCube, well actually no, GameCube already has that, but like if they made like a N64 with like actual cartridges of like some of the best games, I might be more inclined for that. Or like a Super Nintendo, or even like if they repurposed like a Dreamcast and like made like reprinted discs for Dreamcast. So that's something that I'd probably be more excited about, but not like Neo Geo. I do think it looks cool though. I'll keep it a buck. I do think that it looks dope, and I think that if it's something that I might look into, What's up, Corey? Lucette says, would you rather be able to instantly master all human languages or master all musical instruments? Human languages. Not even close. What am I going to play music for? Like, I mean, I can play music to lots of people, but languages. Music is very important and is awesome. And obviously, you could make a ton of money knowing but like language would make you, one, that can make you a lot of money too. You can be a translator for any company. No problem. You can be a globetrotter. If you can master every language, the opportunities that open up to you are endless. And like even here on YouTube, I can make videos in different languages. I can do all sorts of stuff. Like I can make just content that would be more popular like in Latin America or more popular in Japan, like especially like Asian countries or like languages or even like, you know, Middle Eastern. Like if I could just speak their language and make videos immediately, just because I'm black, immediately they'd be like, oh my gosh, this guy's crazy cool. Because it's very difficult. It's a very difficult, like a lot of languages are very difficult and they don't expect the amount of people that are black in this world that can speak those type of languages are very few. So languages to me would be just awesome because it's something that, you know, I would just be able to take advantage of it so much. I can travel way more. I can know the language. I can know what I'm doing. But like that would come with like speaking and reading, right? Like I would want to be able to read too. So if I can speak and read every language, oh my goodness, I can take my family, I can move them anywhere. I can say, hey, let's go live in this country for a bit. Let's live here. I know everything. So yeah, languages, yeah, 100% language. I only played the Neo arcades. Couldn't afford one back in the day. Oh yeah, I couldn't afford one either, man. Man did a video against PlayStation. I didn't watch it though, so I don't know the narrative. Well, yeah, he does videos. He does anti-Nintendo and Sony videos. He doesn't do anti-Valve, anti-Microsoft videos. He just does anti-Nintendo and anti-Sony videos. And like pro Steam Deck, pro Valve, like Steam Deck does what Nintendo. It's gonna make the Switch OLED irrelevant. Stuff, videos like that. This moron sold his Steam Deck for Nintendo. Key cards are anti-consumer because because they're tied to your account. Because I can't stop lying all day like you usually do. OG, I'm kind of relieved that Tantalus isn't making the Ocarina of Time. Wait, how do you know that they're not? How do you know they're not involved? Here's what I was freaking talk about. If your carrier is confirmed, interesting nonetheless. Oh, okay. Thank you, Party Man. Let me take a look at that. So, the Princess Peach movie is seemingly being designed right now to Illumination. The employees' work on the Poppy Prescott spin-off movie was finally concluded. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. I don't know if there's gonna be a straight up just Princess Peach movie, but we'll see. But where did you learn that from? Yeah, we'll see about the Princess Peach stuff. I think it just might be work on just like another movie, like another Mario movie, like with a certain people. That's what I'm thinking that it just might be. But like I said, we'll see. We'll find out. Anti-Nintendo content is so boring. Like how much content based on do people really need? All the videos are just parrot each other because there's nothing really to talk about. Pretty much, yeah. Or they just lie. It's pretty much just, it's either lies or manipulation, or they don't actually have the system or play the game, so they don't know what they're talking about. So that's pretty much what it's about. Most of the videos. Yeah, yeah, it's all good, Party Man. Speculation based thing. It's all good, yeah. Absolutely. Like I can see that being, you know, I can see that maybe being a thing, but we'll see. You know, we will see. Like ultimately. When I was in college, I studied Biblical Hebrew. That language was very interesting because you would read right to left, and the letters looked like chicken scratch. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just joking because Doc Trey was wrong about DK. Wrong about Donkey Kong? Oh, okay. I'll say I don't know if we know who's doing the Ocarina of Time remake and all that. You know. I don't know. Do you think mouse PI for hire will come to Smash? You can always spot them who don't know what they're talking about a mile away. Just got here. Had fun with travel today. Nice. What up, Ken? Yeah, you can always spot them because they don't play Nintendo systems at all. They don't like Nintendo games. They don't play Nintendo systems. They don't know anything, but they got something to say because they can get views off of it. That's why, once again, a lot of them run away from discussion or debate with any actual Nintendo content creators or fans or anything because they don't want to look stupid. A lot of these people, once again, are grifting. So it's a grift from the beginning. Doc Trey said Code Vein 2 will come to Switch 2 soon. LOL, that game already flopped. Code Vein 2 was a huge dude. I didn't, bro, if you didn't mention Code Vein 2, I would have never thought about that game ever again, Elias. Like, if you didn't mention the name Code Vein 2, I literally would have never even thought about the game. Like, legitimately would have never even thought about it. Like, ever again, until somebody mentioned it. Like, I always think about random games in my head, or I see different type of stuff, but there is literally... Oh my goodness, why is somebody drag racing outside? Anyway, I always think about random games or people talk about them. I have seen absolutely nobody talk about Code Vein 2. Nobody at all talk about Code Vein 2. That was incredibly loud. Somebody was like definitely drag racing outside. I have my window open though. Like I have like soundproofing to where if I close my window, you can't hear anything, but I don't like having my window closed because then it makes the room like hot. So it's like, and I don't feel like using my air conditioner right now because then it gets kind of like too cold. So I leave the window open. I should have just muted it. I have a mute button right. I have a mute. I could have just muted it. So. The game is good for the gutter. LOL destroyed the little goodwill the first game had, bro. They really went out there and made Code Vein 2 and didn't put it on Switch 2. That's what I'm telling you, man. You start making games for Xbox and PlayStation fans, they don't it's not a good idea. You start making anime style games for Xbox and PlayStation fans and not scheduling it towards like having it on Nintendo systems. A game like Code Vein, that should be on Nintendo systems. That should be like Trails in the Sky. That should be like Legend of Heroes. That should be like a game like that. Why are you doing Xbox and PlayStation and PC? Nobody cares about Code Vein on those systems. The only reason why Code Vein even sold a little bit of money because people were curious and like, oh, it's an anime Souls game. People were curious and because it was just kind of like a random, like, oh, they bought it at discount. You know, I bought the first game. But like after they played the first game, people were like, yeah, this is like not that great. So it's like you can't run that without having a Nintendo system there. So that was a bad idea. Bandai Namco was just not good on Switch 2. But they have not been consistent. I mean, they have some stuff, but they have not been consistent. You know, they have not been consistent. So that's the thing, man. But anyway, man, it is what it is, you know? I just thought the drag race noise was someone with a big dono. Maybe. Wow, you gave me so much. For any grifters that say Nintendo has no games coming out, they should talk to my wallet because I may have been robbed. The thing about that, you're not a grifter if you don't think there's any games coming out. Like you might just not like whatever games that are coming out. But the thing about it is that there's factually new games coming out at a better pace than Microsoft and Sony, plain and simple. So that's really what it comes down to. First party games, that is. Code Vein 1 was never on Switch, no. And they didn't make Code Vein 1 for Switch 2 either. So. Bandai Namco equals here. You see this game in a year or two for the Switch. They release it, and it's like, how come it sold so well on that? I know, seriously. Bandai Namco, man. I think the problem with Bandai Namco, why I think that's partially the case with them, is because Bandai Namco is just like a big old weird publisher. They don't own a lot of studios. They're a big licensed publisher, and they do make games, but all their games are made by outside weirdo studios, like just weird little Japanese studios randomly here and there. Like, look at the names for the people who make Bandai Namco's games. It's not consistent, but Bandai Namco does have some first party teams that make, like, you know, Tekken or like what, Soul Calibur or whatever. They do have some first party teams, but a lot of their other games are just made by random Japanese studios that definitely don't have dev kits, that did not get access to dev kits while they were making these games. So I think that's the biggest problem with Bandai Namco, is that they make a bunch of games from randos. Like, they don't have a ton of internal studios making all sorts of games for you know, published underneath their name. A lot of their games are licensed or developed by outside companies that Nintendo has no contact with, you know? What's up, Hyper Bison? Trust me, Nintendo isn't missing much with Code Vein. Oh no, I know they're not. I played Code Vein. I played Code Vein 1 on Xbox One, and it's not that great. Yeah, it's not that great. So. LJ, there are games for you from Nintendo where you say that they have to be out until the end of 2027. Out before then. Nothing that I can think of outside of the stuff that we know about, like Fire Emblem and all that. Maybe a new Mario game, Mario 3D Mario. So does your kids have their own consoles? You have them sharing them at the moment? My boy's not old enough to play video games quite yet, and my daughter Anime, yeah, she has a Switch too. Also, which console games would you start them out on? I mean, whatever they want to play. My daughter, she wanted Tomodachi Life, so that's what she got. But when it comes to, like, when I first started playing games with her, because she's older, I started playing like Mario 3D World, so it's like Mario games, you know, just easier stuff, platformers, things like that. I live in the country and I hear the drag racing past my house all the time. Drives me crazy. Makes me want to pop their tires for that. Put out like a strip, like a pop tire strip. Do you know Pac-Man TV series called Pac-Man Snack Breaks was just announced? Yeah, I heard about it. Code Vein and Scarlet Nexus are both in my backlog. Scarlet Nexus is a good game. I played, I think, like 20 hours plus of that game, then I dropped it. That definitely needs a Switch 2 version. I think I'd pick it back up if they put it out on Switch 2. It's not a bad game at all. I think Scarlet Nexus is better than Code Vein. So, I think it's better. For the most part. Did you see the big controversy that Mario movie pre-order is $30? No, I didn't see that. Are there any games that you still surprised your daughter actually liked? No. Not that I can think of. I mean, like I said, she doesn't really play games. She just got Switch 2 for Tomodachi Life. But I wasn't surprised that she liked that type of game because it's a simulation game. She's like into that. She likes Roblox. That's what she likes. She likes playing Roblox. That's like her favorite game ever is Roblox. So I was not surprised she's into that, you know? It's not a controversy though. Oh no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. So I haven't played Pac-Man Repack yet, but it looks pretty good on Switch 2 based on what I saw from the trailers. Do I have Pac-Man? I think I have Pac-Man Repack. I think I bought it. I think I have that game. I think I have it on PS5 and Switch too. So yeah. Not gonna lie, Tomodachi Life sold me, and I don't even play those games. Nice, nice. Yeah, like I haven't gotten into Tomodachi Life myself. I'm just not into it too much. But yeah. Just not into it too much. But it is what it is, you know? Have you tried Invincible Versus? It's pretty fun fighter. Is it out? Is that game out yet? Is it actually like out? Or is it like demo or something? Because I saw it, but I didn't know if it was actually out yet. But that's, to me, that's like a, no offense to like Invincible, that's like a $20 special though. To me, that's like a so Simicorn with the 100 core crystals says, here's what I believe. I believe GTA 6 price will be $90 to $100 game, which would surprise me because Rockstar knows games know that they can that they'll buy, but I can't prove it. But that's my opinion. Well, we'll find out. You know, Music Quest is another chase music theme. Yeah, we'll find out very soon. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be 90 to 100, but Rockstar has not committed on the price yet. So, but I'm guessing it's going to be, they're gonna have different editions of the game. So we'll see then. Yeah, it's out. People rage quit online though. Ah, I see. Invincible Versus came out April 30th. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it. That's a Black Friday special for me, man. I ain't buying that day one. that's a Black Friday. Y'all gotta. I mean, Invincible fighting game, that doesn't even make sense. Invincible fighting game doesn't make sense because it's not like it's Smash Bros. Where you're getting characters that are just from different worlds. Everybody knows that the what's it called? That no, everybody knows that Invincible is just the strongest. Omni-Man is just the strongest. Those are all like the strongest people. They wouldn't be able to even touch the other people in the game, you know? So yeah. So yeah, there we go, the Viltrumites. So like, the Viltrumites are the strongest, or one of the strongest. So it's like you're having a fighting game like where you have like Rexplosion being able to fight against a Viltrumite. That doesn't even make any sense. So he was happy thinking that I could play my indie games online with my friends, but nope, Nintendo fumbled it here. Instead of the Switch 2 games dedicated program that featured a share play. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Been watching Lady Friend play Switch 2 share screen option. I'm actually surprised how good the mic is. So, like, to me, Viltrumites are like, why? It just doesn't make any sense. Or like, you know, Bulletproof. He's over here fighting against, like, I get it. You can't make, obviously you gotta scale it to where it's not broken, but that's why Invincible should have been like it should have been like an action RPG. That's why it should have been that. So. Makes as much sense as Injustice fighting game. It's just meant to be enjoyed and played as your favorite character. Yeah, I understand. Like, I get that, you know, but yeah, I'll just wait for it's $20. I'll buy it. I'll definitely buy it, but I'll just wait till it's $20. Or there's like a Switch 2 version, or it's $20. Either or, whatever comes first. If there's a Switch 2 version, I'll buy it there. If there is a $20 PS5 version later in the year, I'll buy it there. So, yeah. Shout outs though, guys. We are going to, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Yes, we're going to wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to today's stream. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys have been absolutely goated today. Seriously. Thank you guys for the support too. Vargster, Joe 9K. You guys are out here supporting, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Check out my most recent video. I had a cool video talking about Super Smash Brothers where I discussed in detail what we discussed, like with the whole Kiwi Talk situation. So I went in detail with that in a video. So if you haven't seen it, check it out, man. I watched some gameplay on it. It is a funny game because of dumb stuff. Okay, I bet. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for updates. I'll wait for Switch 2 version, you know, for the game, but I'm not gonna buy it right now. Nah, I'm good. I'm not in the mood for it. Not really in the mood for it, to be honest. But thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. Shout out to everybody that dropped donos, everybody that became a member, everybody that's members, everybody that chatted, everybody that came through, asked questions. Thank you guys so much, man. We're probably going to take tomorrow off, but I'm going to have a new video for you guys talking about stuff. So we're going to discuss some interesting things to rile people up, because you guys know how I do it over here. So thank you guys so much, man. 3 hours always flies by when you guys are here. And thank you once again, Barkster. Shout out to Joe 9K. Shout out to everybody that dropped donos. Justin, everybody that was here, man. I appreciate you guys. Deported Sicilian. Let's go, man. Appreciate you guys. Simeon Coin. Thank you guys. Dan Dips. Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for your support. So, all right. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, new video tomorrow. I'll have that up sometime. And then, of course, we'll be back to streaming again on Thursday. So, all right, guys. Love y'all so much, Lucette. Take it easy, young lady. Love y'all. Thank you for your support. You guys are awesome, like always. And we'll see you for the next one. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow, just new video at some point tomorrow. All right, guys. Peace.